Back in Sacramento on a beautiful 79-degree day for the introduction of the starting lineups. Here's the public address voice of Arco Arena, Ira Smith.
And now let's meet both teams. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. At forward 6'7" from North Carolina, number 17, Rick Fox. 6'10" from Alabama, number 5, Robert Horry. At center, 7'1" from Louisiana State, number 34, Shaquille O'Neal. At guard, 6'7" from Lower Merion High School, number 8, Kobe Bryant. At guard, 6'1" from Arkansas Little Rock, number 2, Derek Fisher. The head coach of the Lakers is Phil Jackson.
All right, thank you very much, Marv. At 10:30 this morning, Phil Jackson and team psychologist George Mumford gathered the Lakers together for a 15-minute meditation session. They told the team that they feel if they can envision themselves performing on the court, that the feeling will be much easier accomplished physically if you can do it mentally when the time comes. Afterwards, several of the Lakers told me that they were much more comfortable, that it really helped them relax. Jackson went on to tell his team that the team that can focus best, and there will be a lot of opportunities tonight to lose your focus, like the crowd, the referees, and big shots. You must block it out. Be at ease. Be as one. Trust yourselves and trust each other. Now let's go down to our Zen Master, Lewis Johnson.
All right, Jim, thanks a lot. Well, just before tip, I talked to Chris Webber, and he was so focused, so serious about this moment, and I asked him, Chris, what does this moment mean to the franchise, to the fans, and more importantly to you? And his answer was one word, Marv, and that was everything. Marv?
All right, thanks, Lewis. The officials are Dan Crawford, Bernie Fryer, and Ed Rush. There has been so much discussion about the officiating, which has been the case every postseason. You talk to both teams, all they want is a consistent tone from the officials. It is so subjective, in particular when Shaquille O'Neal is involved. We're ready for the opening tip for the Lakers. It's their 17th Game 7 since moving to Los Angeles 4 decades ago. They've won 10 of the previous 16, including the win over Portland in the conference finals 2 years back. That game saw the Lakers come from behind. They were down by 15 in the fourth quarter. Divac and O'Neal controlled by Sacramento. Doug Christie being played here at the start by Kobe Bryant. But Kobe told us we will see much of Mike Bibby. Now, he'll be able to and hit on a rainbow.
The teardrop early. Get the crowd going. Feed him. You come right at the big man, look at him, and then put it up over the top.
Fisher way off. Rebounded by Fox, blocked by Webber, and it will be stopped on the wall.
Well, the difference in the two teams is going to be how often do the Lakers have to go to Shaq and Kobe, and for Sacramento, it's going to be ball movement, player movement, and good passing to get good scoring opportunities.
Webber facing up. Christie on the tip. Try to one-hand it, and it cost.
You've got to get that play to fall. Christie, who's been struggling to get points, convert the easy ones, use two hands. Now he's isolated defensively.
Bryant. Rebound O'Neal, and he is fouled. So that's the first whistle of the ball game. It's on Hedo Turkoglu trying to help out on Shaquille O'Neal. It's a non-shooting foul.
Hard to imagine that the Lakers have had 2 possessions and Shaq has not touched the ball other than on his own offensive rebound.
Does Shaq wear a tighter jersey in purple? He looks bigger today than he did in L.A.
Nice pass. Bryant had nowhere to go. Divac, able to come up with it.
If you're Sacramento, you got to run. You can't play a set offensive game and think you're going to beat the Lakers.
Bibby. Mike Bibby, who hit just a moment ago, not able to hit from the perimeter. Fox is wide open. Finding O'Neal. Nice play. Rick Fox had the open shot, but gave it up.
And that is something that you haven't seen the Lakers do. Move away from Shaq and then come back to him, and they get him right at the rim, and the Kings weren't prepared for this. Fox on the move. Shaq seals the inside, and that's an easy two.
And Bibby called for the foul, so Shaquille will go to the line. He hit 10 straight the other night. What's going on with Shaq at the foul line? A couple of games back, he hit 6 out of 6 down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Concentration. It's always been that way with him. He just realizes now that he's got to make every single one if they're going to move on.
Tito Turkoglu on a quick release. So Turkoglu has given the Kings a 1-point lead.
Turkoglu struggled mightily trying to create his own shot in Game 6. Now moving without the ball, much more to his liking.
Fisher has not been able to locate the touch. Here's Bryant. Weber got a piece of it. Weber being played by Horry. Turkoglu sweeping by. Once again, a clear path. Bibby had it right at the start.
And the reason they can make that play, they pull Shaq out high. Once you get through that initial defense, there's no interior, low post presence.
Good play by Divac. Back in Game 6 Friday night, Vlade Divac in foul trouble. Fouled out, shot only 5 for 16, did have 12 rebounds. Fisher, yes. Well, Derek Fisher, who was in early foul trouble the other night, played only 20 minutes, is shooting only 15 out of 55 in the series. Weber on a miscommunication on the part of the Lakers defensively.
Yeah, that was too easy. I think Horry thought he was going to get some help. He just quit on the play, and Weber finished it.
Outstanding post pass, and both teams very sharp in the early going.
Divac felt he was fouled by Horry away from the ball. Turkoglu on the put-up. Rebounded by O'Neal. 8-5, Sacramento with the early lead.
Turkoglu insists on shooting off his own dribble. Not a good idea at this level.
Bryant. So he missed his first 3. That's his first field goal. Kings up by 1. Phil Jackson starting out with Derek Fisher once again defending on Mike Bibby. Trying to get it down low to Christie. Stepped out of bounds.
Great pass. Christie wasn't quite ready to handle, so he's had a couple of chances inside. And Rick Adelman knows those are the kinds of plays that are going to beat the Lakers. Move the ball, move people, go in the direction of the hoop.
3 critical players for Sacramento today. Turkoglu, Christie, and off the bench, Bobby Jackson. They have to be great if Sacramento is going to have a chance to win.
And Jackson came back with a good performance the other night. He's been struggling with a injured left ankle. Horry with the extra pass. And Bernie Fryer calling the foul on Shaquille O'Neal.
Mike Bibby, who has been outstanding throughout this series, makes the play, steps right in front of Shaq. Phil Jackson doesn't like it, but it was an easy play to call. The guard rotation. Weber's got to finish strong.
Well, he does. Chris Webber getting deep position. The Kings have a 10-7 advantage. The Lakers want to talk it over. Phil Jackson upset. Phil Jackson in a heated discussion with Shaquille O'Neal. 7:52 remaining in the first.
I hope he doesn't forget again.
Michelob Light. Anniversary.
Hi. You got the pizza, right?
The great taste of Michelob Light makes any occasion seem special.
A lot can be said about the fact we only use 100% pure beef in our burgers. Usually, a mouthful.
Introducing the totally new 2003 Ford Expedition. Now you can achieve maximum inner space within seconds. With exclusive powerful third-row seats.
Whoa.
That fold flat at the touch of a button. The totally new 2003 Ford Expedition. It has no equal. It has no boundaries.
Own the #1 family movie of all time on video and DVD.
You're a wizard, Harry.
The movie that has been called the Wizard of Oz of our time. With amazing scenes not shown in theaters. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Own it on video and DVD.
I'm so proud of this team.
What a great season.
What an infrastructure.
One integrated machine. So, Coach, what are you going to do in the off-season?
Off-season? In e-business, there's no off-season.
No off-season?
See, this whole thing's just a metaphor.
I thought it was an allegory.
Well, allegory, analogy, whatever. It's an endless season.
It's 24/7.
The clock never stops.
No showtime without uptime.
What are you guys talking about?
This game.
Guys, in these opening minutes, it has been a layup drill for the Sacramento Kings. And just as Phil Jackson called for time, he was in the face of Shaquille O'Neal, very upset about what has taken place here the first few moments.
Well, he's telling them to go all the way back because they got to stop giving up the high percentage shots. Rick Adelman's plan is to attack the interior, and you can see when they move the ball, move people, it's high percentage stuff that they're getting against the Lakers, and Shaq has only been involved in one play, and that was the initial drive against Bibby.
Shaq is the anchor that makes this great defense the world champion team that the Lakers are. But who would have thought that it's the Lakers who have come out tentative and unwilling to play the aggressive defense, and that Sacramento has been quicker to the loose balls on the defensive end, and the relentless attack on the offensive end has served them very well in the early going.
They needed 15 more minutes of visualization.
Hey, don't knock the visualization. That stuff works.
You're talking about the team psychologist who did talk with this team. That was last cut by Fisher. And what has happened here at the start, and we're very early, but it's been game in and game out. It's the Sacramento Kings who are dictating the tempo.
Yeah, the Kings, they came to play, and they honestly believe that they're the better man. We've talked to them for 7 games now, and they believe in their heart of hearts that they can put this team down.
Bryant able to accelerate. Kobe Bryant put a move on Mike Bibby, and there was no help on the part of the Kings.
And a good job by Weber not to pick up a foul there on a play he could not complete. Get it back on the offensive end.
D-Box has not been able to hit the perimeter shot, and he's had a number of opportunities.
Jack is going to give him that. You made that, you beat us, but he is not going to come out, so he's got to dial in.
Fisher for three. Kristen puts the ball on Ori. Good pass, but Bibby not able to finish.
The length of the Laker defenders able to put a little bit of thought into the Laker. Yeah, the Kings scores.
Here's Kobe Bryant. Nice ball movement by the Lakers, and they've taken a 1-point lead.
Easy opportunities by Sacramento, just blown.
Yeah, but you continue to get those kind of chances, you're going to end up winning the game. If you're at the basket and the other team is outside, you're going to win the game. They got to play that way.
Doug Christie has not been able to get into the offense these last few games. He's had his hands full against Kobe Bryant. He fouled out of Game 5, foul difficulty the other night. Fox stopped by Turkoglu. Shot clock down to 3. Ori.
Stick a fork in it, Conley.
Just under 6 remaining in the first. Turkoglu is stripped, and he is fouled by Fox.
Kobe, who was slow out of the gate, missing his first 3 shots, has come alive here. The explosion, the change of pace, nothing that Sacramento could do in that situation. And then it gets the ball along that baseline after the nice pass by Fisher, realizing he had no place to go. The touch, the game coming to Kobe Bryant.
Well, those two guys have said it's a wonderful challenge. They're going to be dominating the offensive end. Shaq has been surrounded here in the early going by at least 2 or 3 Sacramento Kings, so he hasn't had a chance to get busy. So that puts a lot of the offense on Kobe Bryant.
Since the timeout called by Phil Jackson when he got in Shaq's face, it's been all Los Angeles.
T-Box able to handle that rebound. T-Box thought he was fouled, and now the call against Sacramento is on Chris Webber, his first.
Rick Adelman shaking his head.
Well, it was late, but it was correct.
Well, what about the foul on Vlade Divac, the ring across the arm?
And he goes up and misses that, and watch the push, and Ori goes flying right out of the picture.
I completely disagree.
Fox and Divac on the rebound. So the Kings back to the offense, trailing by 1. Divac is looking to draw a foul, which he does. Looks like Fox and Ori came out to greet him, and the foul is on Ori.
Making it very difficult to get the ball into Webber in the low post, because with Christie not hitting the outside shot, with Christie's inability to draw the respect of the defense, they're just laying back in Webber's lap.
Claudia has had his ups and downs at the foul line in Game 5, only 5 for 10 from the line. Well, you can log on to NBCSports.com. Get ready for the NBA Finals with special interactives and features, including Bill Walton's look at the 5 finals he feels have been the most exciting, plus an in-depth preview before each finals game from former NBA coach Matt Lucas, and commentary on the hottest topics from Steve Snapper Jones, all at NBCSports.com. Poor free throw shooting here by Sacramento. Turkle missed 2. Divac missed 2. Kings have missed their last 5 shots. Lakers looking to get Derek Fisher involved offensively, but this time it's Shaquille O'Neal. That's his second field goal. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Great post-entry pass by Fox. Hard on the money. Vlade and Webber both flying at it. Wisely, they didn't pick up a foul.
Fisher playing the outlet, going right at Bibby. Derek Fisher with his second field goal. And the Lakers now lead by 5.
In other games, they have responded. Let's see how they do.
Well, they do right there. As Bibby knocks down the 3. Lakers up 15-13. 4:20 remaining in the first. Good possession here by O'Neal, able to go glass.
That's the type of movement that separates Shaq from so many players in a historical sense. Flashing from the weak side, nothing the defender can do.
Webber squeezing his way. Played well by Ori. And Ori able to get position.
Shaq in transition here.
Well, Fox took his eye off the ball, but threw it away. Here's Webber chasing it. So the Lakers get a break.
One step too slow.
You never let that ball bounce. If you have a chance to touch it, because you have no idea how it's going to come up.
If you got a little speed, you can catch up with it. And that's what Vlade was thinking. Chris, just let me lead you to this hoop. But he had one step too slow.
Lakers 17 and the Kings 13. Shaquille O'Neal getting involved. Very quiet start for Shaq. Rick Fox from downtown. That's his first field goal. Lakers up by 7.
And now the crowd is back in their seat, and there's a seed of doubt in the minds of the Kings.
Offensive foul. Robert Ori taking the hit. Foul on Doug Christie. That is his first. And now Peja Stojakovic will check in, replacing Hito Turkoglu.
Well, I think that the Kings have to remember how they got the lead. They always get themselves in trouble when they try to do a little bit too much, either off the dribble or with the basketball. So they got to go back to that other play.
Stojakovic, his 3rd game back since the sprained ankle injury. He looked pretty good the other day, hit 4 of 8, 10 points. Bryant spinning his way. And rebounded by Devon.
Sacramento has got a single coverage Robert Horry with Chris Webber. If they come on a double team helping out Chris Webber, they're not going to win this game.
Heavy trap. Able to get it to Devon. Oh, nice play, backing his way on O'Neal, who did not want to pick up his second foul.
Yeah, Vlade with the sweet reverse, and that's a big hoop for him. He needs to get going offensively.
That's the kind of play Vlade can quick dunk on Shaq and really ignite this crowd.
Bryant trying to shake off Christie. Bryant had it knocked away, recovered by O'Neal. Looking for a foul. And now 24-second violation is indicated. Shaquille O'Neal in the collision with Vlade Divac, and the Kings cannot believe that there was not an offensive foul call.
Vlade trying to put his body back together here after that collision.
This is a great outlet pass, and there's nothing for Bibby to do except try to make him miss, and Fisher's true to the task.
Vlade in the low post, working Shaq down, backing him down, and then just quickly before the big man has any time to respond.
Well, the last play, bodies come together, and Vlade's hoping that he's going to get the call, and it turns out to be a 24-second violation.
We have discovered a serious condition. We call it footballitis.
Look at this example of footballitis.
This man has a crazy leg.
It happens to real people. Even while sleeping, the fever still rages. There is no cure, but we are working on an ointment.
Well, Barry, looks like you've solved the mystery of my curveball, but do you have any idea what's in those mystery meat nuggets? Not a clue. No one does. Try these, Barry. KFC popcorn chicken. All white breast meat, lightly breaded, crunchy, juicy.
I think the Colonel hit a home run.
KFC popcorn chicken is back all summer. Hurry in and try an individual size for only $1.99 or a family size for only $6.99.
And as for that mystery meat nugget, it's out of here! There's fast food, and then there's KFC.
Would you like another one?
No, I'm happy with the one I have. Wherever you choose to travel in the totally new 2003 Ford Expedition, and no matter how unfriendly the traffic gets, you will be surrounded by the protection of dual front airbags, plus the only safety canopy system available in a full-size SUV. The totally new 2003 Ford Expedition, because safety should have no boundaries.
NBC Mondays, strength, intelligence, strategy. 3 games in one. A new show that combines brains, brawn, and backstabbing.
It's time to choose the loser.
From the producers of Fear Factor, the next generation in reality TV, Dog Eat Dog, coming to NBC Mondays.
Our experience will probably help us down the stretch as far as our poise.
By the cowbells when they came out for the early warm-ups.
Kobe is very fired up today. The focus, the concentration, no extraneous factors will get inside this young man's head this afternoon.
Samaki Walker has checked in. Shaquille O'Neal sitting down. Samaki bothered by a bruised left knee and has not been getting the playing time. That's why Robert Horry has been going 40-plus almost every game of this series. And a foul is called on Fisher.
Fisher, whose job it is to get right in the face of Mike Bibby and not allow him to get any sort of run at the hoop.
14 foul on the Lakers. Bryant able to soar for that rebound. Just under 2 remaining in the first. Lakers with a 20-15 lead.
Yeah, Kobe went and got that one like he did against San Antonio, so that tells you that he's ready to go, but now he's really going to have to carry the offense for the next minute and a half.
Horry. Phil Jackson wants Robin Horry to take more shots, but averaging about 4 or 5 shots per game since the early portion of this series.
I don't like the way Sacramento's getting the ball to Weber.
Weber's forcing, but drew the foul. It's on Walker.
The way they lob it in there, it gives him no momentum to make a move. If you zip that ball in there, then he's got the defender way back, deep underneath the hoop. Weber just able to throw up some very weak stuff there.
Well, you see that Weber in his free throwing has become an issue here in the final round. His percentage has gone down, but he has been better in every other phase of the game, particularly in staying out of foul trouble. So they got to keep Weber out on the floor, and they got to keep him aggressive at the offensive end.
Sacramento had missed their 4 previous free throws. Scott Pollard has checked in for Lonnie Divac. Divac with a bucket and 5 rebounds. 1:25 remaining. And the first 3-point. Laker lead. Fox working on Stojakovic. Shot clock to 5. Bryant to the crossover.
Finally, some contained man-to-man defense, and I can stop you guys. Things are different when shots out of there.
Bibby using the pick from Weber. So Bibby 3 of 6, 7 points in this first quarter. It's a 1-point Laker lead.
Yeah, but with this group out on the floor, they have to run the offense to get other people's shots, and when they don't, they get the ball to Kobe. He's got to bail them out against the clock.
It's a traveling violation on Samaki Walker.
Doesn't have his legs, and Phil Jackson has lost confidence in a lot of his players. Bibby stepping behind this screen. We've seen this throughout the series. Every time Derek Fisher goes behind that screen, it's a nightmare as Bibby's able to drain that perimeter jumper.
Bobby Jackson has checked in for the first time. Stojakovic, yes. Stojakovic showing flashes, still not all there. Says he's still in pain with that sprained ankle. But Stojakovic giving the Kings a 1-point lead and 8-0-1 for Sacramento. Nice pass. Try to extend, and a foul is called. Blocking foul. It's on Pollard. That's his first.
Well, Stojakovic is a guy that really feeds off of his offensive efforts, and when he's dialed in like this, he's going to be around for the whole game. Fox normally does a good job on him, has him going to his left hand, but that is nothing but money, and when he's feeling like that, there'll be no pain in that ankle.
Kings need to do more of that strong side split after they dump the ball inside.
13 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Mark Matson is getting set to check in. The game is tied at 21.
I'm a little surprised they've taken Shaq out of this game.
Well,
he's only got 1 foul, and this is the type of game Shaq needs to play 48, because any sort of run is going to get this crowd so lathered up. There's going to be a lot of timeouts, a lot of stoppage of play. This is the season.
Yeah, but he's got to use these fouls judiciously because Shaq has been in foul trouble every single game up here. He's averaging 5 fouls in the games that they have lost.
Down to 10 seconds remaining on the first. Lakers up by 1. And Weber not able to handle that pass, try to one-hand it, so the ball back to Los Angeles with 5 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Ref being kind, let Lindsey Hunter into the ball game.
Well, Phil Jackson looking to get another shooter on the court, so Hunter has come on for Matson. Horry wants some help. Fox for Bryant, who was surprised to get that pass. That is the end of the first quarter. The Lakers shoot only 9 for 22. Sacramento just 9 for 21. Shaquille O'Neal sat for a good portion led the way with 7 points. Mike Bibby, the high man for Sacramento, with 7. After 1, it's the Lakers by 1.
Tonight, some lucky fan will get to go one-on-one with Tracy Reynolds.
I got the ticket!
Now,
Maybe like Mike.
a kid with something to prove is taking his game to a whole new level.
I guess this would be a bad time for me to ask you for your autograph, huh?
On July 3rd, make your move.
You just need to get back to that sandbox where you came from.
And play like Mike.
How you do that?
Rated PG, July 3rd, only in theaters.
That weekend is good. See you then.
Going away for a weekend? Then live like a high roller. Go from your hotel to the movies, the shopping malls, and the sports bars.
I thought you liked to eat caviar and watch polo.
Not in this economy.
Make the most of your weekend. Book by June 28th for Courtyard Come Out and Play rates.
We'll send you a postcard.
Yeah, whatever.
You must book your weekend rate by June 28th. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT.
I'm just not good with the ladies like you, Cedric.
All right. Try this on her. Hi, I'm Paul. You have beautiful eyes.
Hi, I'm Paul, and you have beautiful eyes.
I'd love to take you out sometime.
Love to take you out sometime.
So how much?
So how much?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Players go out to see what's going to happen. The great players go out to make things happen.
For the NBA as you've never seen it, watch Soul of the Game next Sunday on NBC.
Well, back in the first quarter, off this move by Shaquille O'Neal along the baseline. Vlade Divac hit the deck. Tough to tell whether that's a genuine Vlade flop or whether it was an offensive foul. And the referee, Danny Crawford, explained his view to Vlade.
He hit you and stopped. He didn't go through you, okay? Hey, Vlade, that's how it is, okay? Hey, Vlade, I didn't expect you to.
The problem with having a reputation as a flopper is that the refs, they lose the respect of your defensive attempts.
You don't think that was a good flop? That was an Academy Award winner.
Obviously not convincing enough. But Danny Crawford has done an excellent job in the first quarter. As you mentioned, he took Derek Fisher and Mike Bibby aside and said, guys, settle down. It was like Arthur Mercanti, senior or junior, talking to the combatants prior to a fight.
Yeah, he told them, I see what you're both trying to do. Clean it up. We're going to play ball, and let's come out here and give me a better effort. So, I mean, they are working the game. They're doing a good job of explaining what the situations are, and the team just have to find a way to will themselves to win a game.
Evan George has checked in for the first time. It's Bryant and Hunter in the backcourt with O'Neal making his return up front with Horry and George. Horry, no question that Phil Jackson has made the point to Robert Horry, we want you to take more shots.
Horry comes out in the biggest of games looking to put more shots up. The problem is that then nobody really has a sense of how Robert's going to play, and a blocking foul called as Bibby tries to burst by the pressure of Lindsey Hunter.
Well, usually he's better when he gets him out of the offense. When he goes one-on-one, that's when they're surprised when the shot's up. Now, what the Kings have to be concerned about when the ball goes the other way is Shaq against Pollard. That's when Shaq has gone crazy. Pollard's now against him.
Shot clock down to 4. Stojakovic played well by George. On the loose ball. Jackson. Yes. Bobby Jackson had 2 terrific games in games 1 and 2 that hurt his left ankle, and it set him back. Showed signs in game 6 the other night in L.A., but still is ailing.
See how Weber sucks back in there so that they give Pollard a little bit of help.
But look at the way that the Lakers feed the post as opposed to Sacramento. A world of difference.
Here's Bibby. Oh, Bibby had fallen down. Back on his feet to retrieve the loose ball. Stojakovic for three. Rebounded by Bryant. It's a 23-22. Sacramento lead with a minute and a half gone by in the second. O'Neal gets in deep. He's triple teamed. It counts. And the foul.
And it all starts with getting that great deep position, and that's the difference between 31 and 21 in White. You watch the ball come into Shaq and see where he is. When you're that close to the rim, there's almost nothing you can do. You can surround him with 20 kings. He's going to bull his way up and get the shot away.
Foul on Stojakovic. And Shaq continues the hot shooting at the foul line. He's 2 for 2 here tonight. He has 10 points in all.
Next, he'll be giving free throw lessons to Vlade.
The Kings are missing so many golden opportunities. Wide open shots, free throws, carelessness with turnovers.
Oh, Stojakovic got the stop. Tips it home. The game is tied at 25. Rick Adelman going with Pedro Stojakovic for a good portion of the first quarter, looking for his offense.
They should back off Devin George, the Kings.
Hunter for three. Yes. The Lakers have struggled with the three-point shot throughout the series. 4 for 15 on Friday night. Jackson. Bobby Jackson so quick going end-to-end. 28-27. Sacramento back up by one as Bryant puts the move on Jackson. The tip by Bryant. Kobe Bryant leaping over Chris Webber to get a piece of it.
Webber doesn't get in the air to block the shot, doesn't get the rebound, allows Kobe to do exactly what he wants. He needs some on-court leadership from Chris Webber. Sacramento's going to have a chance to win.
Webber getting the roll. That's his third field goal. He has 8 points. The Kings are down by 1.
To quote someone that's famous, Chris Webber's just fine. He's doing a terrific job out there, and they got a lot of game left.
O'Neal to the jump hook using glass. Shaquille O'Neal coming off a sensational game the other night. 41 points, 17 rebounds. Bibby and the Kings once again with a clear path to that rim.
Now they're back in their attack mode right now, and both teams are doing a good job of being aggressive at the offensive end. So defense is going to have to step up and stop the initial ball movement.
Shaq has made the decision. He's not taking any chances on the defensive end. He's going to get this done on offense.
Here's Bryant. Didn't have the proper angle as he tried to bank it. Last touch by the Lakers. And a timeout is called. We're early in the second. The Lakers up by 1.
Shaq flashing to the ball. He wants to go to this jump hook. The Kings want to think about sending him back to the middle.
But the one thing that Mike Bibby has done is stay on the attack, and whenever he's gotten mid-range, he's been able to float them in. So the Sacramento Kings feel that they have some ways to continue to keep Shaq and the Lakers on their heels.
The Nets face tonight's winner in the NBA Finals, Wednesday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
My baby loves me. She gets me feeling so fine. She loves me. She makes me know that she's fine. And when she kisses, I feel the fire get hot. She never misses.
The cars from Chrysler. So distinct. They have an attraction all their own. Exclusively from Chrysler. Our 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain pledge, because love is a commitment.
Hey! Hey! Hey, give me the wallet.
Take it easy.
It's my wallet.
I accidentally mugged this guy.
Oh, it's the exact same wallet.
Life is best told over a great-tasting Miller Lite at a place called Miller Time.
I just want to give you your wallet back, sir.
For years, the signs have been appearing. On August 2nd, the world will discover their meaning.
Look at where it's bent over.
Can't be by hand, it's too perfect.
And what one man believes.
Don't be afraid of what
What's happening? May save his family. They're in the house. Mel Gibson. Here it comes. M. Night Shyamalan's Signs.
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Rated PG-13. Everywhere August 2nd.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Chrysler. Drive equals love. By Miller Lite. Life is best told at a place called Miller Time. And by Hewlett-Packard. HP Digital Imaging. When it's this easy, why not? Welcome back to Sacramento for the 7th and final game of the Western Conference Final. And Kobe Bryant and Mike Bibby battling each other, trying to reach those finals. And these two guys have a bit of history together. Their fathers, Henry Bibby and Joe Jellybean Bryant, played together with the Philadelphia 76ers in the late 70s. And the Suns remember each other in younger days.
I knew he was good. He was coming out of school, I heard all the talk about him. I knew he was going to make it big.
Bibby, he plays the same way.
But the foul called before the shot attempt, it's on Devin George.
Quick hitting plays are what have been able to keep the Laker defense off balance. And when they pass and move the ball like that through Weber, big things happen.
And Bibby gets the roll. Getting back to his dad, Henry. He is currently the head coach at the University of Southern California.
He was the leader of our championship team back there in the early 70s with UCLA. Just as great a teammate as anyone could ever dream for.
And they got to give Pollard some help, so they're now trying to force Shaq out of the lane.
Shot clock at 3. Horry. Robert Horry is 0 for 4 from the field. Stojakovic over George for 3. Good job by Bryant getting it to Hunter. And a foul is called. A loose ball foul. It's on Lindsey Hunter.
Lindsey Hunter cannot believe that even has Coach Frank Hamlin up off the Laker bench. Phil Jackson mops his brow. The left arm holding off Mike Bibby. Scott Pollard's playing a very, very good game for Sacramento.
13 foul committed by the Lakers. Stojakovic with the step, rejected by foul. And Devin George got him from behind. Crowd was hoping it was on Shaquille O'Neal, but it's on George.
Devin George is having trouble keeping up with Stojakovic off the ball, so he's reaching, grabbing, pulling, doing anything he can to catch up with him.
Why on earth, when you have Shaquille O'Neal guarding the basket, ready to block a shot, would you reach in and try to do anything other than get ready to catch the ball on the block and get in transition?
Rick Fox checking back in, replacing Devin George. Peja Stojakovic, an 88% free throw shooter, one of the best foul shooters in the league. And he's given the Kings a 3-point lead.
And you can just see Peja getting better and better by the minute. Each time up and down the court, able to do more to confidence and the stroke coming back for Peja.
Horry for 3. Fox trying to keep it alive, but knocked it out.
The Kings have been able to do a good job here with Vlade out of the game. They've not been able to get much out of Scott Pollard until Game 7. That's a great sign for Adelman.
Open shot for Jackson. Here comes Kobe, chased by Jackson, and the foul. Bobby Jackson reaching out when Kobe was several steps in front.
That you can't have. When you talk about why would you make a decision like that, Kobe is clearly gone. I don't care how fast you are. Once he puts it and rises, you're not going to catch him, so don't even touch him. Normal speed, and that tells you how quickly he went from one end to the other.
Sacramento is going to win this game on their mental decision-making. Seen far too much carelessness, a casual attitude on post feeding, and that type of breakdown will cost them dearly.
Game is tied at 35. Vlade Divac's getting set to check back in. 6.5 remaining first half. Weber. And back comes Kobe. Bryant with 11. O'Neal with 12. Horry, yes. Robert Horry with his first field goal, and the Lakers now lead by 2.
Every time they go through Shaq, good things happen. Again, another mental mistake. Out of control. Sacramento Kings offensive foul, but in the post to Shaquille O'Neal is always a good idea.
Foul was called on Bibby, leading to the timeout. As you mentioned, it all goes through Shaq. He draws the double, and he's able to find the open man.
What a beautiful wraparound underneath the defenders. Lakers back on top. What can Sacramento do about it?
Honey, I've got the black teddy on.
Yeah, okay.
And I put the satin sheets on the bed.
Yeah. Be up in a minute.
I've got cold Bud Light.
Ow.
Honey?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Oh.
Steve? Debbie? Make it a Bud Light.
Even though Jeep Liberty received the government's highest crash test rating for side and driver front impact, it's still nice to keep a little extra space between you and the next vehicle.
Gotta be me, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong. I've got to be me, I've got to be me. What else can I be but what I am? I've got to be me.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Except that everywhere dogs are.
The rules have changed. Now there is no up or down. Introducing Mach 3 Turbo. Total comfort whether you shave down or up. A new anti-friction coating on all 3 blades. Plus a new strip releases even more lubrication. So even against the grain, you get less irritation and the closest shave. It's turning the shaving world upside down. The revolutionary new Mach 3 Turbo. From Gillette, the best a man can get.
Thieves, hackers, con artists. And they're the good guys. Natasha Hemstrid stars in She Spies, Bad Girls Gone Good, NBC this summer.
Tiger Woods challenges golf's greatest championship, played for the first time ever on a public course. The 102nd U.S. Open starting June 13th on NBC.
Welcome back to Sacramento. I'm Jim Gray. The Lakers lead by 2 with 6:08 left here in the second quarter. I'm now joined by Dr. Jerry Buss. He owns the Lakers. Dr. Buss, where would you say that this Kings rivalry fits in with some of the old Laker rivalries like the Celtics and the 76ers?
Well, this is just as exciting. I think everybody's been anticipating that this would happen sooner or later. Sacramento's been getting better every year. I think it's a tremendous rivalry.
Hard for you and the Lakers to sit down here with the cowbells and so forth. 7 titles since you have owned the team. How difficult is it, Jerry, to stay on top?
Well, you know, that's one of the toughest things there is in sports. Some of your people get older. You don't want to break up the team and bring in new people. So it's really very, very tough.
You sit through all these games. How difficult is it, particularly when it's a Game 7 with everything on the line?
Well, this is what it's all about. I love these kind of games. Nothing gets more exciting, and that's what sports is all about.
Jerry, congratulations. It's been a great run. We'll let you watch the rest of the game, and good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Marv? All right, thanks, Jim. Kobe Bryant now has 13, and it's a 39-35 Laker lead. Here's Weber getting position.
The pattern is set. Kobe and Shaq are going to do it for the Lakers, and it's going to be the balance of the King. Weber, Bibby, Vlade, Stojakovic all have to pitch in offensively.
Brian Shaw has checked in for the first time. The other night, he was a significant player setting the tone, very successful in getting the ball to Shaquille O'Neal.
But Steve, somebody has to be the lead guy for Sacramento.
Fox, Jackson on the rebound.
you always act as though they don't have a lead guy. They do. He's out there now.
Stojakovic with a beautiful back in, and Peja Stojakovic with 8 points. The game is tied at 39.
Sacramento has been at their best offensively when they have Weber and Vlade having the double high post as passers.
O'Neal did well to get to that pass and the foul. Good hands by Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that was a great save. That looked like it was out of here and it was going to be a turnover, but he was able to tip it to himself. And Vlade then just was late in reacting. This pass is going to go over the top. And Shaq showing some good balance and touch. Gets the play completed.
How about the extension? I mean, that's what makes it impossible to guard Shaq. Because it's not just him coming to the ball on the strong side. His ability to spin and go back and throw it down on that reverse.
And Kobe's coming out of the game, so this will be his first breather. But, I mean, this has been a series in which neither team can really pull away, and this is going to come down to the closing moments, Marv.
Foul on Divac is his first. Slava Medvedenko has come on for the first time. You saw Fisher replace Bryant. Jack 3 for 3 from the line, and he now has 15 points. So the Lakers lead 42-39.
How soon until people start talking about, remember the days when Shaq used to miss free throws?
Jackson, yes. It's a 1-point Laker lead.
We all said Shaq's not going to make 10 in a row again, and he's out there with a great start. So, I mean, you know, he's much improved.
Well, he warmed up by hitting the 6 for 6 in that fourth quarter in Game 4. Medvedenko, you know he's not going to get the call.
And Kobe Bryant right back into the action here. How long was that rest? About 22 seconds?
Well, Fisher sits down. Kobe is back. Let's go to Jim Gray. Jim?
Marv, the reason Kobe Bryant went out, he lost the string in his pants, much like Rick Fox did the other night. They've got some bad strings, so he just had to change his pants over on the bench in front of the crowd. They put a couple of towels up. He's got the string and new pants, and he's back in the ballgame. Mark?
Jackson with his second straight jumper, same spot. You know, you hate when that happens. Bad strings on the back. It's a 1-point Sacramento lead, just under 4 remaining in this first half. They are on their feet here at Arco. Brian Shaw for 3. And he stepped out. The ball back to the King.
Weber is waving to the fans, trying to keep them in the ball game, but it's been the play at the other end that's got them excited. Back-to-back buckets from Bobby Jackson.
It's been Bobby Jackson here. He's the one providing the leadership, saying, I can get this done. Just give me the ball, get out of my way.
Weber going at Medvedenko, forced to give it up. Stojakovic from downtown. Weber with the cut. No box out on the part of the Lakers. So the Kings now lead 45-42 as we come up on 3 minutes remaining. First half. Here's Fox for 3. Way off. And back comes Christie. Jackson passing on the 3.
Well, you know, they don't want Bobby Jackson to get too offensive crazy because that gets him out of character.
Stojakovic to Christie. Not able to get off the 3. Now Jackson for 3. And Shaw able to get to it. 2-on-1. Bryant with Weber back. Goes right at him. Bryant on the recovery. And then Christie with the strike. Christie for Divac. And he's fouled. He is hammered by Brian Shaw. And Bloody took a pretty good shot. Is it a flagrant? Timeout being called by the Lakers. Rick Adelman wanted a flagrant foul, but he's not getting that call.
Chris Weber high above the crowd, guiding it beautifully in, and then comes right back. Weber pokes this ball away, or at least so in the eyes of the officials, and that's why he allowed Kobe to get the ball right back. But then with Doug Christie driving that ball out, perfect execution on the 3-on-2, and Vlade Divac strong to the hoop, getting the foul.
What are hamburger lovers saying about the new BK Back Porch Grillers?
Whoa. Doggone thing tastes like it's homemade.
Double hamburger.
Tastes like it's straight off the grill.
You know, flame broiled a la parrilla.
That's a good burger. I think I found a new burger.
It's like nothing I've ever had before.
It tastes just like I made it. And I'm a pretty good cook.
It's awesome.
You gotta try this. One bite?
Burger King introduces 2 delicious new Back Porch Grillers, the BK Smokehouse Cheddar and the BK Home Style. Burgers your way.
You got it.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
Aflac. The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Jim! Hey, Mikey.
Here's our TV, 57-inch widescreen. Looks even better than last week.
Can we take it home this time?
Therein lies the problem, Peter. The minute we take it home, I'm gonna see it on sale.
You know, with Circuit City's Price Match Plus, you don't have to worry about that.
Huh. Don't worry, take it home. Because if you find a lower price within 30 days of purchase, we'll give you back 110% of the price difference. Circuit City. We're with you.
Does this mean my video game system can come home too?
I'm Ahmad Rashad in New York. Coming up on Verizon Wireless at the half, we'll talk about the Eastern Conference champions, the New Jersey Nets, as they head to the NBA Finals for the first time ever. Plus, Peter Vesey joins us with his news and notes, and we'll talk about the first half of Game 7 with Tom and Peter.
Well, I'm looking at the Kings right now. I'm thinking, man, they're doing a great job getting back and forth, and they're getting the ball off the rebounds. But what I want to know is, who injected Shaq with some of Rick Barry's DNA? This guy's unbelievable.
What do you think, Ahmad, the chances are of Rick Adelman bringing in Red Auerbach at halftime to give a little pep talk? little Phil Jackson reference.
And now back to Marv, Bill, and Steve in Sacramento.
One of the things that Sacramento wants to do is keep the game quick, and when the Lakers run, they also have to make sure that they get back. Well, when you come back and that ball goes the other way, you're going to see Shaq and Kobe over here, and they're trailing. And out of that, and the foul, Phil Jackson very upset with his 2 stars.
Run! I'm talking about running back.
That was some serious business going on there. When he starts yelling, when he starts pointing, you, and you, he's not talking collective guilt. He's saying, you guys have got to get this thing back on your side.
Well, Phil Jackson's style has been, even during the tough times, to sit it out on the bench. He's been very active here tonight. In fact, he continues to stand following that timeout.
But one of the things that makes it so difficult for the Lakers, as they now are falling behind by 5, their offense is Shaq. You get it into him. But when the game is wide open, like Steve was drawing out there, they don't have that opportunity. And now this crowd is really lathered up.
Nice move. Kobe Bryant now with 15 points.
Now that's their other offensive weapon. If they can't throw the ball into Shaq, and they've been doing a good job of surrounding him, then Kobe's just going to freelance.
Oh, nice.
Pretty pass, but Christie lost the handle and then deflected it out of bounds. 2:05 remaining in the first half. Kings up by 3 points.
Doug Christie is having a nightmare of a game on the offensive end.
O'Neal backing his way on defense. It was not the shot that he had in mind. Weber. Jackson. Turned back by Shaw. Terrific play by Brian Shaw. Able to tie him up, though.
That's one of those times when they did not know what they wanted to do. And you'll see the defense against Shaquille O'Neal. And you know, Vlade's very clever. I do anything to try to get you off balance. Shaq tried to lean back in and draw the foul, and that turned Sacramento loose.
That'll generally knock you off balance when the guy grabs your shirt like that and tries to pull you down.
Apparently it was Bryant who got the tie-up. D-box. through the rim. That's a second field goal, and it's 49-44 Sacramento. The Lakers take a 20-second timeout with a minute 31 remaining in this first half.
Life's a ball, if only you know it. And they're all just waiting for you.
Introducing Cool Contact Towels from Old Spice. Cool down anytime, anywhere.
There's such a lot of living, such a lot of living, such a lot of living to do.
Cool Contact. Splash one on.
The Kings with a 10-2 run to take a 5-point lead. Phil Jackson well aware of the desperation here on the part of his ball club. He does not want it to get away from him here in the final minutes of the first half.
Great coaches with terrific teams. They don't like to call timeout because it's an admission of defeat. But Phil Jackson realizes that his Lakers are up against it. Not only the Kings, but this crowd here.
Let's check in with Jim Gray. Jim?
Well, the reason for that timeout, Phil Jackson and both Kobe Bryant had a couple of words with Shaquille O'Neal. Very upset that he did not react on that jump ball. Kobe gave him the signal that he was tipping it to him, and he let Vlade Divac come in and take it away. And both Phil and Kobe had a word with him, and it was not very pleasant. Marv?
All right, here's another look at it.
We have seen Sacramento throughout this series be quicker to the ball and anticipating where it's going to go on the jump ball.
He stole the signal. Vlade, he was watching, and he stole the signal, and he was the first one to react.
Shaq has not been the same since he went out in the first quarter.
Oh, Shaq able to put it down. 17 points for Shaquille O'Neal, 49-46. Sacramento.
Well, if that's what they wanted to do, get him fired up. They have.
And the foul on Bryant is his second. Lakers over the limit.
We have seen Mike Bibby do this in the games here at Arco. Every time someone gets near him, he just puts it into overdrive and tries to burst into the open court. Exactly what you want to do against pressure. The Lakers reach out and grab, forcing the officials to make that call.
What a difference for Mike Bibby in this first half. In Game 6 in Los Angeles, only 1 of 8 from the field. He's at 5 of 9, including a 3. He has 11 points. Sacramento struggling at the line with just 7 for 12 at the foul line. They lead now 50-46 with a minute 15 to go first half. Fan of defense from this crowd here in Sacramento, and a call on Vlade Divac, who is looking to walk it off. That's his second. For the Kings, their 4th team foul, so they'll be in the penalty with their next foul. Scott Pollard will come on for Vlade Divac.
Same play that he scored on the last time. He just walked Vlade underneath the basket, and then Vlade had to hold him to try to keep him from getting the ball. And this is going to be the problem for Pollard. They got Shaq's attention down on that jump ball situation.
Facing the double, goes to the scoop, rebound Fox. And back comes Weber. Leading Pollard. Wonderful pass by Chris Weber to Scott Pollard. The Kings with their biggest lead of the night. They're up by 6. Bryant for 3. Yes! Kobe Bryant from downtown, and it's down to a 3-point Sacramento lead with a half minute to go. First half, Bibby is rejected, and here comes Bryant. Bryant stopped by the combination of Christie and Pollard. Got it to Ori, so the Lakers are within 1.
This is about Will right now. Who wants it the most?
It's also about who's in shape.
And Sacramento can hold for a final shot of the half. Well, Weber takes the shot with 9 and 17 seconds remaining first half. It's 54-51, Sacramento.
Weber does not want to foul here.
5 seconds to go. O'Neal. And we get the whistle. With 1 1/10 second remaining first half, Scott Pollard called for a second. It puts the Kings over the limit, and Shaquille O'Neal will shoot 2.
Well, the defense that Scott Pollard has been playing, hands up, chest up against Shaq, and that's where he always gets in trouble. If he would be more aggressive, he probably could go get the ball, but he's letting Shaq come to him, create that kind of offensive presence where he gets the call.
Shaq had hit his previous 3. Friday night, 13 of 17 from the line. 2-point lead for the Kings. Christie from half court, waved off. Immediately waved off by Dan Crawford out of center court. Halftime here at Arco Arena in Sacramento, California. Game 7 of the Western Conference Final. The winner will go on to face the New Jersey Nets starting Wednesday in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. And it's the Kings up by 2. Let's go to Lewis Johnson.
Okay, Marv, thanks a lot. There are a lot of things you could put your finger on that were important trying to control Shaq, but being up 2 going into the locker room, how big is that?
It's good. You know, our confidence is high right now. And, you know, we haven't played our best, but we're ahead, and, you know, we're happy with that.
Michael, you're a half away from getting to the NBA Finals. When you guys go in the locker room, what will the discussion be about to make sure that you make that trip?
To win the whole second half. You know, take it quarter by quarter and just win each quarter.
And controlling Shaq, controlling Kobe Bryant, how about those 2 things?
I think they're doing a good job. You know, we got to help a little more on them, and, you know, I think we'll be all right.
All right, Mike, thanks. Good luck second half. Marv?
All right, Lewis. Chris Webber, the high point man for the Kings with 14. Mike Bibby with 12. 18 apiece for Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Coming up, Ahmad Rashad, Tom Tolbert, Peter Vesey on Verizon Wireless at the half. Halftime in Sacramento, the Kings 54, the Lakers 52. You are watching the NBA playoffs on NBC.
Thanks for the lift.
Jumped out?
I jumped out of the moving truck.
You're kidding.
At that point, it was like my decision was made. I'm out of here.
Life is best told over a great tasting Miller Lite at a place called Miller Time.
Wagner to serve. Wait a minute. What's he doing? He may be tired and trying to stall. He's been getting punished all day. I wonder what's going on.
Look at the size of those shrimp.
Red Lobster's Jumbo Shrimp. They're just that big. And now they're available for a limited time in succulent mix and match combinations, all for just $12.99. Red Lobster. Go overboard.
In the blink of an eye, your world can change. Introducing Night and Day. The contact lenses that can be worn safely for up to 30 nights and days continuously. A revolutionary new material allows your eyes to breathe even while sleeping. No more cleaning, no more changing. Ask your eye care professional for a free trial of new Night and Day, or for more information, visit nightanddaycontacts.com and see for yourself.
Iowa's at-home childcare is some of the worst regulated in the country.
If you want to take care of children in your home and you have a very small number of kids you want to take care of, there isn't any regulation whatsoever.
I carrying one of the babies and sticking them in there, and they'd hook the little padlock. And that's where they'd stay until an hour before their parents came. And then
we told you in our in-depth investigation that even registered providers only need to have a criminal check once every 5 years. Now that'll change.
And I think your work has really helped that get a really good start.
You see, this summer's new and different. Spy TV's back every Tuesday. You've never seen hidden cameras do this, like our valet Parker. And see you later, Mom.
My son's in that potty.
And these ladies show up to fix your car.
Do you have a jack?
Spy TV, NBC Tuesday, 8/7 Central.
This is Verizon Wireless at the half. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
It is halftime in Sacramento where the Kings lead the Lakers by 2 in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Ahmad Rashad, Tom Tolbert, and Peter Vesey back in New York with Verizon Wireless at the half. Guys, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think from the Kings' standpoint, you're happy. You've done what you wanted to do. You've taken the lead into halftime. You got guys attacking the basket, getting to the rim, being aggressive. You're keeping the Lakers off the offensive glass. And from the Lakers' standpoint, Shaq has 10 shots. You'd like to see that be 25 shots by the end of the game, much the way San Antonio just jams the ball into Tim Duncan time after time after time. I mean, this is a guy who's the most dominant guy in the game. You got to say at least 9 out of every 10 times we get down the court, he has to touch the ball at least once every possession.
Let me bounce off of that. I totally agree with that. In Game 5, Shaq took 18 shots, made 14 of them. Most of them were dunk shots. Kobe in that game took 29 shots, only made 11. They lost that game by 1. The next game they win by 4. Shaq goes 14 for 25. Kobe lowers his to 10 for 20. It's the same thing tonight. Kobe's got 19 shots. Shaq only has 10. Kobe's only gone to the line once. Most of them are outside shots.
Let me ask you about, there's a lot of talk about the officiating going into this game. What do you think about that at this point?
I think it's been fine. Everybody's going to be able to play in the second half. Nobody's in serious foul trouble, and they've certainly let a lot more go than they have in the previous games of this series. You see guys getting down low, scrumming it out, a little rugby action down there, and they're saying, go ahead, we're not going to foul you guys out unless it's flagrant or unless it's egregious. We're going to let you guys go out there and play a little bit.
Before hitting the notes, let me just say, Weber, he's got to assert himself, take over this game. They've got nobody to handle this guy. He's got 14 points at the half. I've always called him a fake franchise player, but in the last couple series, he's really stepped up. I hate to use that word, but he stepped up, and he's got to do it in this game. This is the game. He has to be the guy.
If he does, will you stop calling him a fake franchise player?
Absolutely.
Okay, time now to check in with Peter with his news and notes. First of all, Peter, rumors continue about Allen Iverson might be traded. Tell me about that.
All right, there's been speculation, and when you use the word rumors, those are the people who don't know what's going on. In Philadelphia, they're saying that he might be traded to Golden State for Antoine Jamison and the 3rd pick. The Warriors are trying to move up to get Jay Williams at the 1 spot if possible. Not true at all. Then there's another one about him possibly going for Vince Carter to Toronto, even up. Not true. I talked to Billy King, the general manager, today. He totally assures me, I know you mocked him in one of our conversations this year, as not knowing what's going on, but Billy King assures me that he is not going anywhere, and Larry Brown is not going nowhere. Let's finish with it.
Billy King is one of my dearest friends. If I did, I would just
mock him. I remember. I was there.
All right, now the draft is coming up in a few weeks. The Rockets have the top pick. Does it look like they'll take Yao Ming?
They'll take him, Ahmad, if it's cleared up as how much the Chinese government is going to take out of his paycheck. They're allowed to take whatever they want. They dictate what's going on here. So if it's cleared up and they work something out before the draft, the Rockets will take him. If not, he might slide. The Knicks, I'm told, have offered Marcus Camby and the number 7 pick to the Rockets. A lot of people, especially the Bulls, are scared. They want Jay Williams. They don't want anybody to move ahead of them into that number 1 slot and take Jay Williams number 1.
Okay, only one coaching job available, Denver. What do you hear is going on out there?
Well, he's just interviewing. Kiki Vanderway, the general manager, interviewing everybody. He had John Thompson in last week. He's going to do Don Nelson Jr. in Chicago this week. He asked Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Dunleavy if they'd be interested, and sources say that both of them, well, Dunleavy came out and said it, but Jeff Van Gundy does not want the job either. Looks like he's going to be in our profession next year. I don't know if we'll be in it, but he'll be in it.
When did they get a team in Denver? We got a team out there?
Coming up next, we'll turn our attention to the New Jersey Nets, who face the winner of tonight's game in the NBA Finals. You're watching Verizon Wireless at the half.
Let's head back to the studio.
Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Good.
What happens when the biggest name in wireless
Can you hear me now? Good.
gets together with the biggest name on the web? You can access advanced MSN internet services from Microsoft.
Good.
With all the mobility of Verizon Wireless.
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
NBA playoffs.
He'll race it. Sprint, Indy, stock, go-karts, anything with wheels. Tony Stewart loves to race cars and race hard, sometimes too hard. But this year, he's racing with focus and restraint in his quest for the NASCAR championship. Can Tony keep his cool as he eyes racing's biggest prize? NASCAR returns to NBC July 13th.
As the Kings and Lakers battle in Game 7, the New Jersey Nets await the winner. The Nets, who won just 26 games last season, have made an incredible turnaround and now will make their first trip to the NBA Finals. What kind of a shot do you guys give them?
Well, it's a race to 4 games, so they have a shot. It's not like they're playing the best of 13 or the best of 27. No, it's the best of 7. So they have a shot, but I don't think they can beat either the Lakers or the Kings. People seem to think they have a better shot against the Kings because of the matchup, but the pure fact is the West was much better this year, much deeper, and the Kings were the best in the West. The Lakers are a talented team as well. I still think when you look at it and look at the teams the Nets had to play against for the most part of the year, and the West is just better. So yeah, I guess they have a shot, but I don't think much.
Peter, you have love for the Nets?
I'm just going to disagree with you just to be ornery. And I'm the guy that told you that the Nets were going to come back after losing that 21-point fourth quarter lead. You know, they made history by doing that against Boston, and then they mocked history as meaningless by coming back and winning in 6 games. So they've got an awful lot of heart. We've overlooked the Jason Kidd, a lot of us, you know, throughout the season. They've been the best team in the East the whole year. So it's not like this is some kind of a fluke. You know, we've wondered over the years why Jason Kidd has not been able to get his teams past the second round, only once into the second round. But, you know, he did play in the West against tremendous teams. This time, I think they got a shot.
You remember Rudy Tomjanovich used to always say about his team, never underestimate the heart of a champion. I'm sure that's what the Nets are thinking, too.
Well, that's after he won the championship, too.
Right, and he stole that from Mario Ellie.
You guys just shoot holes in my...
kind of like Pat Riley stole that three-peat from Byron Scott.
I was trying. So it'll be the Nets playing for the title as part of a week filled with championship action right here on NBC Sports. The NBA Finals begin Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern in Los Angeles or Sacramento. Game 2 is Friday night in the Western City. Then Sunday, the series moves east as the Nets host their first ever Finals game. The second Grand Slam tournament in tennis continues in Paris. The French Open men's semis are set for Friday at 10 a.m. Then on the weekend, Jennifer Capriati hopes to defend her title on Saturday in the women's final at 11 a.m. And on Sunday morning, it's the men's championship from Roland Garros. The weekend also features coverage of senior golf's oldest major championship. Tom Watson tries to capture back-to-back senior PGA championships. And Saturday afternoon, in what could be a historic race at Belmont, War Emblem attempts to become the first Triple Crown winner in 24 years. Coverage begins at 5 o'clock Eastern. And before we go back to Arco Arena, one last thought from you guys on the second half.
If you're the Lakers, you need to continue or do a better job of jamming it into Shaq every single time. And towards the end of the game, when it gets close, look for Mike Bibby to step up and hit shots that he's been hitting all series long.
If I went first, I would have used that also. but again, Shaq's got to stop, or Kobe's got to stop competing against Shaq, and they definitely have to go to Webber. He has to be the dominant force in the second half.
All right, coming up, we'll send you back to Sacramento, where the Kings lead the Lakers by 2 at halftime of Game 7. Thanks for joining us on Verizon Wireless at the half.
This has been Verizon Wireless at the half. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
NBC is proud to be America's #1 network. The #1 show, the #1 dramas, the #1 new drama and new comedy. #1 in the morning, daytime, nightly news, primetime, and late night. No matter where you look, the quality shows on NBC. Sunday in 2 weeks, a real-life Law & Order. No actors, no scripts. You're a punk. Crime and Punishment, a real-life Law & Order. NBC Sunday in 2 weeks.
Sometimes it's wild.
There is a great deal of turbulence.
Sometimes it's dangerous.
Taking cover right now.
It's severe weather, and no one forecasts it, tracks it, covers it like the WHO TV 13 First Alert Storm Team and Storm Path ETA. Right down to your community, right down to your street, right down to the minute. Storm Path ETA and the WHO TV 13 First Alert Storm Team. Now, that's weather coverage you can count on.
Let's play, dude.
Give it your best shot.
Hey, is that all you got?
What about the scoop? Uh-oh.
Better get Mako.
Mako repairs the damage and restores the value with everything a body needs. Plus paint for every budget, like ambassador service for $249.
Anybody want to play?
Ford Focus, voted one of Car and Driver's 10 best 3 straight years. And it's been the best-selling car in the world for 2 years. Not Civic, Cavalier, or Corolla. Focus has the most interior room in its class. Plus, get a standard CD player, AC, alloy wheels, and remote keyless entry for no extra charge. Honda, Toyota, and Chevy can't say that. The competition can't touch Focus, especially with $1,500 cash back or 0-9 financing. Only at your Midwest Ford dealer.
Showers and thunderstorms highlight the start of the work week. I'll tell you all about it tonight at 10.
Iowa's at-home childcare is some of the worst regulated in the country.
If you want to take care of children in your home and you have a very small number of kids you want to take care of, there isn't any regulation whatsoever.
Like carrying one of the babies and sticking them in there, and they'd hook the little padlock. And that's where they'd stay until they're an hour before their parents came. And then
we told you in our in-depth investigation that even registered providers only need to have a criminal check once every 5 years. Now that'll change.
And I think your work has really helped that get a really good start.
Back at Arco Arena, Sacramento, the Kings making their way back onto the floor. Marv Albert, Bill Walton, Steve Snapper Jones, Jim Gray, Lewis Johnson. And this first half, so typical of the entire series. We've had 10 lead changes, a 2-point game. Sacramento up by 2, 18 points apiece for Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. But Bill, quite a disparity in terms of shot attempts between Kobe and Shaq in that first half.
Marv, the pace of the game really hurt Los Angeles because they want to get the ball into Shaq each and every time. And the times they have gotten to it, Shaq has delivered. Shaq taking 10 shots, making 7 of them. Throw it down, big man. Throw it down. But then Kobe in transition, he loves this wide open game, but that doesn't really feed the Lakers' strength, which is the set offensive game. Kobe able to deliver. The numbers have been spectacular, but other than Shaq, nobody for Los Angeles is getting to the free throw line. Other than Shaq and Kobe, nobody is really playing. The bench is absolutely not giving Phil Jackson anything whatsoever. Steve, you picked the Kings not to win a game. You picked the Kings to win this series. Can they hold on in 24 minutes and get it done?
Well, these two guys are leading the way. They're doing their job, and they're getting a lot of help from their teammates, and that's been their success story all season long and all throughout this finals. And you can see the bench for the Lakers and what they have done, or their supporting cast, and then you see the difference with Stojakovic getting 8 points and then an 18-3 disparity in the bench.
The Kings have a 54-52 lead on the Lakers. Back with the second half of this Game 7 in a moment.
Monday come, we rock the party. Gonna get me some. We rock the party. Wednesday rocks, we rock the party. Ain't never gonna stop. We rock the party. Everybody rock, we rock the party. Come on, let's rock the party.
Who is it?
Sasha and Amber.
It's time to rock, let's rock the party.
Whoa. That wasn't very bright.
Introducing a vehicle designed for your adventures in reality. The all-new, more powerful CR-V from Honda.
romance, the beauty, the world of Ralph Lauren. Polo.com.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by the all-new Honda CR-V, a vehicle designed for your adventures in reality. By Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, cold down easy. And by McDonald's, we love to see you smile.
Jim Gray back at Arco Arena as we get ready for the second half. Phil Jackson told his team he doesn't like the pace of play. He says we are playing at Sacramento's tempo. We must slow down our play and think. We're playing way too fast, giving up way too many layups, transition baskets. We've got to get back on defense, tighten it up. The 32 points in the paint are very disturbing. He said look for Shaq to really try and dominate on the defensive end. Marv?
All right, Jim. Yes, it was a layup drill at the start of the game for the Sacramento Kings. The Lakers did adjust to that. Lakers trailing by 2 as this third quarter gets underway, having difficulty finding a shot. That was not the one they were looking for.
The full 24 seconds, and they could never get Shaq the ball. Phil Jackson's going to pull his hair out.
Here's Doug Christie. And Christie continues to struggle 0 for 5 from the field.
And how long does Rick Adelman go with Christie with Bobby Jackson playing so well and Stojakovic, who can play guard?
Jack comes out trying to set the pick, but could not. O'Neal putting the move on D-Box. And a foul is called. D-Box picks up his third.
Well, you see the reaction from Rick Adelman, and Vladdy's got 3, and he needs to keep Vladdy out of this kind of problem. Vladdy livid right now as Shaq backs him in, and then he will get nicked on the elbow.
But you can only do so much against Shaq. What you try to do is cut down on his power plays. You get him behind the backboard like that, let him shoot.
Shaq 5 for 6 from the line. The Lakers are within 1. The last time a road team won a Game 7 in the conference finals or the NBA finals was back in 1982. Philadelphia beating Boston at the Boston Garden, followed by the chant of beat LA because the Lakers were already headed for the NBA final. Game tied at 54. D-Box going right at O'Neal. And last touch by the Lakers.
But here's the problem for Vlade. He's not reading the situation. Shaq is backing off. Shaq wants no part of a mid-range game, which Vlade has.
D-Box wide open. He's been given that shot. The last 3 games of this series has not been hitting it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of confidence. That's why he's trying to get inside, go underneath the arm, maybe draw a foul. That may help him.
Kings up by 2. Brian Fisher in the backcourt. O'Neal, Fox, and Ori up front. Fisher. Lakers not getting good shots off here at the start of the third.
Shaq's giving it up awfully early.
Weber is fouled by Ori. That's 2 on Ori.
The reason that Phil Jackson is concerned about the pace is they're not stopping the ball. That ball came into a cutter in transition. He's telling all of his guys to get back, but if you don't have pressure on the passer, you're going to find Chris Webber, who has great hands, back at the line.
Webber 2 for 2 at the line, coming off a solid game on Friday night, continuing his stellar all-around play. 26 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. High man for Sacramento, looking for his 15th point.
Free throws have been a nightmare in this series for Chris Webber, but the statistics team-wide.
Well, D-Box able to retrieve it and draws the foul. O'Neal picks up his second.
The statistics team-wide in the first half favor Sacramento. LA has got to get this rebound. You just cannot allow the center, particularly Shaq's opponent, to just get this easy miss to rebound. The defender's got to step up the lane toward the free throw line to get that easy rebound.
Wow. And the Kings are now 7 of 15 at the line.
Those used to be Shaq numbers. And this guy has only missed 1, so they've got to take advantage of every single possibility of scoring.
Fisher for three. He just cannot hit that three-point attempt.
They're better with threes after Shaq handles the ball. Get the defense back in the lane.
Bibby trying to get it down low, then recovers. Last touch by Weber.
Well, there was a clear-cut attempt of hoping that a broken play was going to find something, because Lottie just lobbed that up in the air, hoping Weber could catch it and throw it in.
This is the conference finals. There's no time for messing around out there. Take care of that ball and finish strong at the hoop. Forget the show.
Ori for three. And Fox is on it.
You ask why they don't get Jack the ball, they don't throw it into him.
Now O'Neal facing the double. This offense is so tentative here. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Bryant. And Weber able to handle it.
Nice rebounding contribution by Mike Bibby that time, poking it away. Shaq had a throwdown.
Christie. Will it count? Yes, it does. And the foul.
Sacramento at their best, running the offense through the high post. Weber, like Lottie, an outstanding passer. The Lakers do not like to defend without Shaq in the basket area. And finally, Doug Christie able to make a layup.
Foul on Fisher, his second. The free throw shooting problems continue for the Kings, but they do have a 5-point lead.
And normally when they get in trouble, they look for number 34.
O'Neal is out of his normal range. Lakers with some bad decisions at the offensive end here in the third quarter. Christie. Foul called on Fisher. He tried to draw the charge, instead collects his third.
And the Lakers are piling up team fouls upon team fouls. That's their fourth. When you go to the line and you're the Kings, you've got to think to yourself, points. Points. The Kings get to 110 points in this game. They've got a great chance to win.
Yes, I would think so. They're 8 for 17 at the foul line. D-Box again, able to reach and come away with the rebound. Weber for D-Box. Lots of confusion at both ends for the Lakers. And again, Phil Jackson firmly upset.
Sacramento is playing a smarter game. Chris Weber gets this play because of Lottie able to get long rebounds. They drive the ball knowing Shaq's going to be there. When the defense comes, Shaq's man's going to be wide open. And Lottie, throw it down, big man. Throw it down.
The Nets face tonight's winner in the NBA Finals. Wednesday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
The wait's almost over. A powerful new SUV, built by Honda, is on its way.
Hey yo, Method Man and Redman here to show you how the new Power Stripe from Right Guard Extreme works. It's got this stripe with extra odor fighters.
Let's pretend this huge elastic band is the Power Stripe.
And these guys are odor. Let's see what happens when odor meets the Power Stripe.
See? It repels it for a new level of protection.
Goes on clear, doesn't quit.
Get more extreme. Get the Power Stripe, dude.
All right, guys, bring it in. Hey, where's Billy?
He's sick. He's our best player. Yeah, we can't play without him.
Come on, it's gonna be okay.
It's for the championship, Coach.
There's gonna be a lot of other games.
Hey, I can play.
Do you
I'm not bad.
He's tall. What do you think? All right, let's go! Hey, if we win, we get to go to McDonald's. So don't blow it.
The wait's almost over. A big, powerful SUV, built by Honda, is on its way.
The French Open continues Friday morning at 10 in all time zones. Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, the women's final. And Sunday, the men's final. Next weekend on NBC. Defending champion Tom Watson, three-time champion Hale Irwin, the legendary Jack Nicklaus, and more. The Senior PGA Championship, next Saturday, 2 Eastern, NBC.
The Lakers 0 for 6 from the field here at the start of the third quarter. Sacramento has scored the first 7 points of the third.
And the reason is the Lakers are out of their offense. They're taking a lot of perimeter shots, quick perimeter shots. Nobody's really getting a chance to rebound the ball, put it back in. And when you shoot long, that adds to the opportunity for the opponent to fast break against you. Shaq is being covered by 2 and 3 guys, so it's a tremendous defensive start for the Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento is quicker to all the loose balls. They're quicker to the rebounds. Don't count the Lakers out. They can score in the set. They can defend. Sacramento has to get greedy and go for the kill here.
Bryant coming up short. And back comes Christie.
Well, somebody better tell them they better hurry up.
Weber with the open shot. 9 unanswered for the Kings, and they lead 63 to 54. It has been a flat third quarter for the Lakers. Nothing going on offensively or defensively. Bryant, yes. So Kobe Bryant's taking a lot of shots. He now has 20 points. That was his 22nd shot. 9 for 22 from the field.
This may be one of those games where he shoots 35 or 40 times because they're surrounding Shaq. A man in front and a man in back.
And that's Chris Webber.
Here's Pippen for 3. 7-point ball game. Kings with the lead.
Horry's not putting any pressure on Chris Webber defensively. He's able to...
Turkoglu called for the offensive foul.
Out of control. You're playing well. Adelman has breathed confidence and life into this Sacramento squad. They believe they can get this done, but mental breakdowns continue to give the Lakers hope.
6:45 remaining in the third quarter.
Notice as soon as the ball goes away, Weber goes right back in there and stands in front of Shaq.
Bryant. Fox. Rebound. Horry. Robert Horry with a good play. And it cuts it to a 5-point Sacramento advantage.
Lakers need to think about getting that 4th flat foul on Vlade Divac. Get this ball to Shaq more often.
They can't get him the ball. There's no passing lane.
Horry trying to draw the foul. Weber finding Christie once again. Beautiful pass from Chris Weber. And it's 65-58 Sacramento. 7 assists for Weber. 3-second violation.
And that fires this crowd up.
See, but they don't have anybody that can make a shot to make them come off the Shaq, and they are not going to let Shaq go for 40 this afternoon. They are putting people in front and around everywhere you can find that area.
Bibby. Lakers down by 7, just under 6 remaining. In this third quarter, game 7, the finale of this Western Conference Final Series. The winner goes to the NBA Finals. Bryant is fouled. And that is number 4 on Divac.
The worst possible scenario. What is the defensive strategy here? Robert Horry has lost his pants as well.
Well, they're trying to close the lane off. Christie opens up that baseline, and that means Vlade has to come across. And you don't want to let that happen.
But the way they played that, Steve, that could not have been the strategy. Sacramento playing so well. Make the decision how you're going to defend, screen, and roll.
Scott Pollard will come on for Vlade Divac. Slava Medvedenko checking in. Robert Horry went back to the bench. Now he's over at the scorer's table.
What is up with the Lakers and their pants?
Yeah, I think Robert had a problem with, once again,
second time
screen problem.
Second time here that's got bad equipment. Now watch this. Mark it down. 5:29. Pollard's in the game. Shaq will now get the ball.
Bryant for three. Yes! Kobe stepping back to three-point territory, and he brings the Lakers within three.
Pollard has to make the same contributions. Get on the offensive glass, set screens, run the floor.
Turkoglu lost it. Turkoglu diving for it. Medvedenko gets the jump ball.
Now, you talk about taking advantage of someone. They're going to have to keep Kobe from getting these kind of shots because Kobe is going to try to will his way into a victory here. Somehow, some way, he's going to come up with some big shots. You see the hustle play as Turkoglu and Medvedenko go to the floor, but Weber has got to take advantage of that mismatch. Medvedenko against Weber.
Lakers with an 8-2 run after trailing by as many as 9, so they're down by 3. Sacramento coming out scoring the first 7 points of this third quarter. Lakers control. Bryant now played by Turkoglu. Bryant for Medvedenko. Slava Medvedenko on the floor only because of the equipment difficulty that Robert Horry had. With 2 good plays, the tie-up, and now the driving shot.
Where's Bobby Jackson?
Bibby for Turkoglu. Yes. From downtown, Hito Turkoglu. The Lakers now down 68-64.
At this level, Turkoglu is so much better as a finisher as opposed to the creator. Let Bibby, Weber, Vlade be the creators out there. He just takes whatever is left.
Peja Stojakovic getting set to check back in. He played well in the first half. Chant of defense from this crowd here at Arco Arena.
Good job, Chris Weber.
Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher with his first 3 of the game. He was 5 for 27 from downtown coming in. Bibby is blocked. Christie with the save. Bibby for 3. Fox on the box out.
The scramble game offensively for Sacramento. They need to settle down and run that high post set through Chris Weber again. They get great looks out of that.
They continue to collapse around O'Neal. They cannot get him the ball. Here's Fox taking it to the rim, and the Lakers up by 1.
Delay of game.
Ball is knocked aside. So the delay of game call on the Lakers. A second delay of game would mean a technical foul. Lakers in the midst of a 15-5 run, able to turn it after the bad start in this third quarter. They double up now on Weber. And a bad pass. Turkoglu getting a piece of it, and a foul. A loose ball foul. Danny Crawford now talking it over with Ed F. Rush. And the foul is called on Fox.
And Fox is going to argue that he was held initially. Fox is going to say that Turkoglu pushed him out of the way. Referee saw the second play. Ball Sacramento. Free throws.
That's the first Laker foul in some time. They went into the penalty early in this third. Turkoglu 0 for 2 from the line. Sacramento only 8 of 17 at the line for the game, and it just continues.
Nightmare.
Well, after 2 terrific NBA Conference Finals, Game 1 of the NBA Finals will come your way Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Either the Kings or the Lakers will play host to the New Jersey Nets, who are waiting in the wings. Game 1 of the NBA Finals Series Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here on NBC. This game is tied at 69 as we come up on 3 minutes remaining in the third. O'Neal is fouled. So the Lakers finally able to get the ball to Shaq down low.
The reason Webber goes out of the ballgame, they just took Webber out and they brought Shaq across the lane, and you'll see there's nobody that's going to drop in front of Shaq. So now he's got a clear passing lane against the defense of Scott Pollard. And whenever Shaq has been against Pollard, bad things have happened with Scott Pollard.
But the execution of the set offense, Shaq starting on the high post on one side of the court and then rolling down as opposed to just standing in one spot and waiting for them to bring him the ball. He is playing a brilliant game, Shaq, but he needs help in terms of getting that touch.
Well, Shaquille is now 6 for 9 from the line. 3 minutes remaining in the third.
You know, they don't have either passer, Divac or Webber out on the floor, so it's going to be a lot more one-on-one for the Sacramento Kings.
Turkoglu off the save. Sacramento leads 71-69.
Doug Christie keeping that ball alive. He's having a terrible game on the offensive end, trying to work his way back in. Plus, he's got the responsibility of shutting down Kobe, who is lathered up.
Watch Shaq.
Fisher takes it to the basket. He was expecting contact, but O'Neal was able to clean it up, and the tie at 71.
Oh, Neil, my.
Shaq now has 22 points. Turkoglu. Pollard tried the reverse. And last touch by the Lakers. Timeout taken. 2:03 remaining in the third. The Kings and the Lakers even at 71.
The scramble plays have favored Sacramento. Turkoglu right in the perfect spot, and then a teardrop over the big man.
But it's been Shaq being able to get back in, offensive rebound, get control of the ball, and power his way up to reestablish the Lakers' offense.
The romance, the beauty, the world of Ralph Lauren. Polo.com.
Go for a second. Spin and relive the greatest thrill ride of the year. Spider-Man, rated PG-13, now playing.
Once again, Michelin owners have spoken, and we've swept the J.D. Power & Associates Awards for customer satisfaction. Now that's worth celebrating. Okay, back to work.
I love football on TV, shots of Gina Lee, hanging with my friends and twins. I love burritos at 4 a.m., parties that never end, dogs that love cats, and twins. And I love you too. It's a love song.
Introducing the GE Logic Book Portable Ultrasound System, an incredible breakthrough that makes diagnostic sonograms available anytime, anywhere, to anyone.
Monday, it's back. Celebrity Fear Factor. Will we go easy on him? I don't think so. And then,
Spy TV sneak preview. You've never seen hidden cameras do this.
My son's in that party.
Spy TV, all new sneak preview after Celebrity Fear Factor. NBC Monday.
The first 24 minutes, the Sacramento Kings had a dominating supporting cast effort for Weber and Bibby. And here in the third quarter, when they were struggling with Shaq and Kobe, they finally found a way to get some friends into the game. Medvedinko without the ball. Fisher, who has had a difficult time finding the three-point shot, finally drops one in. And they're starting to feel better about the team game collectively on this Rick Fox drive. So the Lakers get some help. They fight their way back into a tie.
Shaq and Kobe have 46 points between them, but they've needed 36 shots to get that done. That is not a good ratio. Sacramento's offense is completely bogged down. They need to get it going up and down.
Well, Weber's back in the game.
Stojakovic for three. Mentioned the 36 combined shots for Bryant and O'Neal, and Kobe with 24 of those 36. A minute 40 remaining in the third. Game is tied at 71. Here is Ori for three. Phil Jackson often talks about the problem with the Lakers from three-point range. They're not taking it within the rhythm of the game, and they're not getting good threes off once again here tonight. Weber, nice play. Pollard. Weber with assist number 8, and the Kings lead 73-71.
He has done a consistently outstanding job tonight of finding Shaq's man after he's put the ball on the floor going to the hoop.
Fox, beautiful move as Fox is able to twist his way around Weber. So Fox 7 points, 11 rebounds. Stojakovic, and the foul, offensive foul. Peja Stojakovic.
He was a little tentative in going strong to the rim. And you could see him kind of slow his gait so he could make sure that he got up, and he couldn't change direction. He drops right down in there, and Kobe picks up the personal against him.
Peja in his third game back from the sprained ankle, still not moving well, but the shot has returned. Good ball movement. Fox trying to give it back. Here comes Stojakovic. Christie.
Pass to Shaq.
That's tight. It's very tight. Where is Bobby Jackson?
7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Bobby Jackson played very well in the second quarter. It's not played at all. Here in the third, we're down to 10 seconds remaining. In the third quarter, the game is tied at 73. Bibby using the pick. Bibby is fouled. Shaquille O'Neal reaching in, picks up his third.
This game is about offense. The last 12 minutes to get to the NBA Finals, and it's Mike Bibby who's answering the call for Adelman. But where are the rest of the guys?
But remember,
make some shots out there.
Remember up here, this is how Shaq gets his fouls. Reaching in, holding, not moving his feet, and they got to get him out of the ball game. So they're going to start the fourth quarter with Shaq on the bench.
Lindsey Hunter checks back in with 2.4 remaining. And the third, now here comes Bobby Jackson.
Sacramento has a foul to give here, so they've got an extra man, so to speak, on the court here. Just 2.4 seconds. If they put some pressure on the inbound of the ball here, they can put the Lakers in a very tenuous situation.
The foul shooting difficulties continue. A bad pass out. That's the end of the third quarter. We're headed to the fourth of the seventh and final game. The winner is going to the NBA Finals. 1 point, Sacramento lead. We'll be right back after these words from your local station.
Everyone wants to get their hands on Domino's cheesy bread. Now get an order free when you buy a large one-topping pizza for just $9.99. It's free Domino's cheesy bread.
The NBA and WNBA continue to write new chapters to the Read to Achieve story.
Okay, let's read.
With each turn of the page, players and coaches are encouraging families to open a book with their children.
You like this book? All right.
And by donating computers and books to create reading and learning centers, the NBA is helping kids develop a lifelong love of reading.
Read to Achieve!
Be a part of the success and read to achieve.
Spy TV's back with all new hidden camera action, NBC Tuesdays.
Ford Taurus with a personal safety system featuring dual-stage airbags and power-adjustable pedals. Plus, the government's highest possible crash test rating. And safety isn't always in numbers, because Taurus is priced lower than Accord, Impala, and Camry. Guess that puts Taurus in a class by itself. And now, Taurus really stands out with $2,500 cash back or 0-9 financing. Ford Taurus, only at your Midwest Ford dealer.
Sit, 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 sit. Uh-oh. My car. Better get Mako.
Mako repairs the damage and restores the value with everything a body needs, plus paint for every budget. Like ambassador service for $249.
So, you want to see her all over?
No, 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 no.
A state Senate race that's drawing a lot of attention. We'll take a look at both sides tonight at 10.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other dissemination or use of this telecast, or of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
Saying this is it. We've come too far. The Sacramento Kings have come a long way. 61-21 in the regular season. Best record in the league. A franchise record, 61 victories. 36-5 in the regular season at home, the best home record in the NBA. In the postseason, though, Kings just 5-3 here at Arco, but 5-2 on the road in the playoffs. And it has come down to this, the final 12 minutes of game number 7.
And if this game gets away from them, they can circle the free throw because they're shooting a better percentage, they're rebounding the ball, and they have missed free throws. 10 of 21.
Who can battle through the fatigue?
Bobby Jackson opening up for fourth quarter. He's 5 for 7, 10 points, and he's given the Kings a 76-73 lead. Gil O'Neal up front with Laboratory and Rick Fox. They double up on O'Neal. And a 3-second violation is called for the second time in the second half.
They were late getting Shaq the ball. When he came across the lane, he was open, or he took too long to drop him the ball. Then Weber came over to help out to force the 3 seconds.
They should be feeding Shaq through Kobe Bryant because that defender will have to be up on Kobe. They're just backing off Robert Horry.
Jimmy's pass overthrown. Lindsey Hunter is on it. Putting on the floor. Horry on the putback. So the Lakers are within 1.
Rick Adelman has been pleading for a rebound. Kings have to do a great job of rebounding in the fourth here if they're going to pull off this monumental upset.
Weber. Bryant came over to help, and a foul. So Kobe picks up his 3rd foul. Let's check in with Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
All right, Marv, thanks a lot. And that last time out on the Sacramento bench, that's exactly what Rick Adelman was talking about. He said when we shoot and when Elliott shoots, everybody has to crash the boards. And then the final instructions he said to his guys, they have 2 guys, Shaq and Kobe. We have 5, and that's the way we'll play the game. That's the way we'll win it. Jim?
All right, Lewis. Phil Jackson told him during the last timeout, guys, we won the third quarter 21-20. You win this quarter, you're going to advance to the championship to play for the third straight championship. You must stop the ball. You must stop the guards. Marv?
All right, well, the Lakers have taken a 1-point lead. Weber not able to make the move on Horry along the baseline. Horry has played him well here at the start of the fourth quarter. Weber felt there was a foul. He's hit with a technical foul. Dan Crawford tees him up. And that could be costly.
The Kings are not the best in basketball at creating off their own dribble. That kingdom belongs to the Lakers. What they've got to do is pass that ball around, dribble handoffs, give and go, screen away, back cuts.
Well, they finally lost their emotional poise. Weber picks up that technical. They had stayed away from the officials the entire game. They got to do it for 10 more minutes.
Lakers with a 2-point lead. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. With the double with Bibby cheating off. O'Neal. Nice box out by Weber to get to the rebound. Jackson met by Bryant. Here's Bibby for 3. It's wide open. Oh! Nice touch by O'Neal.
Weber and Pollard doing a strong job on the boards that time.
Now, Mike Bibby can't give up on himself. He's got to continue to look for a shot and just get it a little bit higher in the air. It'll go in.
Bibby has missed his last 7 shots. Continues to fire and hits. The game is tied at 78.
Chris Weber taking a lot of chances with fancy passes, trying to dump it through his legs. Just keep it simple. The championship is right there, under 10 minutes.
Shot clock to 7. Horry for 3. Robert Horry from downtown. So Horry, 13 points, 8 rebounds. Lakers up 81-78. Here's Jackson for 3. Yes! Tommy had the foot on the line. It's a 2-pointer. So the Laker lead is 1.
Penetration and dish. That's the style that can allow Sacramento to win this.
Both teams allowing the ball to move pretty freely around the outside. They're trying to keep the high percentage stuff from getting inside.
Don't take Bobby Jackson out of this game.
Now Jackson played on the switch by Horry. Jackson goes right at him and lost control.
Well, the Lakers know one thing about Jackson. He loves to go baseline or he cut him off.
But he's the one guy who can make it happen off his own dribble.
O'Neal getting position. Horry trying to go glass.
I don't think Robert Horry was ready for that ball at all. I think he thought Shaq was going to the rim with it.
And as Bibby makes his move using the pick, the foul is called on Hunter. And now a timeout called. 7:51 remaining in the fourth. The Lakers with a 1-point advantage.
The Corps developed a new code based on the Navajo language. A code that could win the war. You're to pair with a code talker. Protect the code. Yes, sir. Led to an unlikely friendship.
You're doing good today, Ben.
You've never called me that before. Between 2 Marines from different worlds.
When this is over, you should come out to Navajo country. You can meet my son, and you can meet the guy who watched over Daddy.
Nicolas Cage. Wind Talkers. Rated R. Starts Friday, June 14th.
It's your future.
Chevy Tahoe is the only large SUV with the security of AutoTrack 4-wheel drive, so you can impress people. or avoid them altogether. Chevy Tahoe, like a rock.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
Aflac. The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by NikeBasketball.com, by Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you, and by MGM's Wind Talker starring Nicolas Cage in a John Woo film, rated R. Welcome back to Sacramento. Marv Albert, Bill Walton, Steve Stafford-Jones. 1-point Laker lead, 7:51 remaining in this fourth quarter. And for the fourth straight game, guys, we appear to be headed to a tense finish. Bill, you've been in this position on a number of occasions back in your playing days. How do things change up down the stretch?
You have to train yourself and prepare yourself for this eventuality. You have to learn to love it. You have to learn to want that ball in your hands and then just punish the other team, wear them out, make them quit.
Weber not able to hit. He's now 7 of 13 from the field. So the Lakers in possession with that 1-point lead. Bryant down low looking to post up on Jackson. O'Neal working on Pollard, and he is fouled. Shaq to the line.
During that last break, Phil Jackson was telling his guys, Kobe is down on the post. He's got a smaller man on him, dropped the ball in, and once again they looked in and then swung it back the other way.
But the Lakers have done a good job here of not having Horry feed the post. Normally the best part of his game. But his offensive shot is so bad right now that they're going with Fox and Kobe, either Lindsey Hunter or Derek Fisher. There's never out there anybody but Horry to feed the post.
Well, Shaquille is now 8 of 11 from the line. He has 24 points. Lakers lead 83-80. Phil Jackson staying with Derek Fisher on Mike Bibby. You saw that discussion a moment ago. Stojakovic not able to hit from downtown. The back tap kept alive. Jackson. Now Bibby for 3. Bryant trying to back tap. Pollard is on it.
Again, the scramble play working for Sacramento. But how long can they ride that? You got to have disciplined offense. You got to have guys that want to take shots. A lot of tight faces out there right now for Sacramento. Scott Pollard, the lucky bounce right there. And 1.
Well, on Fox, Pollard only a 69% free throw shooter during the regular season. He's played very well here tonight. Scott Pollard in his 5th NBA season out of Kansas, not able to complete the three-point play.
Who would have thought it was the Kings that would have the nightmare experience at the free throw line? That's usually Laker territory.
10 of 22 from the line.
In a 1-point game for the championship. Unbelievable.
Fisher. Yes. That's a 2-pointer for Derek Fisher. 4 for 9 now as Fisher has turned it after struggling throughout the series. 85-82 Lakers.
Whenever the Kings have gotten in trouble, it's because they're standing around, they're not moving without the basketball, they're not making good decisions.
Weber with a bad decision.
Who can create off their own dribble? I'd put it in Bobby Jackson's hands.
Horry gets it down low. O'Neal. Jackson. Wilson finding Pollard. Scott Pollard walking the floor, taking the pass from Bobby Jackson. And the Kings are within 1.
Weber is calling for Shaq. He said, "I'll guard him." Now that's the kind of championship leadership that Sacramento needs.
Knocked out of bounds the Kings. Lakers have 10 on the shot clock. And now Vlade Divac will report back. But first, a timeout call with 5:40 remaining in this fourth quarter.
Well, one thing that Scott Pollard knows is that he can run the floor better than Shaq right now, and he's on the finishing end to keep it tight.
So you sure this is okay? What if someone calls?
What if someone calls?
Sometimes you feel like being dependable. Sometimes you just want to go for a drive. Chevy Impala.
Jerky?
So, what'd you guys do last night?
Awesome.
He's like nothing you've ever seen.
You ain't nothing but
He's like no one you've ever met. But once you get to know him,
That's the ugly duckling. He's sad because he's all alone.
you won't ever want him to leave.
This is my family. That's good. Yeah.
Can't wait to get my hands on you. Loving, holding, squeezing, teasing. Oh, it's gonna be so pleasing. I can't wait to get my hands on you.
Everyone wants to get their hands on Domino's cheesy bread. Now get an order free when you buy a large one-topping pizza for just $9.99.
Can't wait to get my hands on you.
Get the door. It's free Domino's cheesy bread.
Let's get you up to speed.
War Emblem has won the Derby. He wins the Preakness.
Now War Emblem goes for the greatest prize in racing, the Visa Triple Crown. Only 11 horses have pulled it off, none in almost a quarter century. Now one race for history, the Belmont Stakes, next Saturday 5, 4 Central on NBC.
Well, Chris Webber got off to the strong start, very quiet in the second half. He does have 9 assists, along with 16 points, but the Sacramento Kings need a strong finish from Chris Webber.
They need points. That's what competitive greatness, that's what the MVP, that's what leadership on the court is all about. This is his team. This is his arena. He's got 5 minutes and 40 seconds to deliver.
1 point Laker lead. They have 10 on the shot clock. And a foul. As they double up on O'Neal. It's number 5 on Vlade Divac.
One possession. One play, Vlade comes in and he fouls right away. That's not going to get it done.
Well, you know, Rick Adelman told us yesterday he needed Vlade to make good decisions. He's trying to gamble here and make a steal on the inbound pass.
And as Bryant makes his move, he was blocked. Bobby Jackson picking up his second, so that is team foul number 3 on the Kings. The Lakers also have 3, and the Lakers in good shape in terms of personal fouls. Shaquille with 3, Kobe with 3. Divac, on the other hand, has the 5. Bryant, no call. He thought there was a foul, but Fox was able to recover.
You've got Bobby Jackson guarding Kobe Bryant the same way that Game 5 ended here. Kings have got to rebound the ball.
Webber gets inside. Lakers gambled on the overplay, and it cost 1 point Los Angeles lead as we come up on 5 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter.
Now, we're at the stage of the game where it is going to be the team that wants it the most and has the most energy.
O'Neal is fouled. Foul committed by Jackson. That's his third, 4th team foul.
Chris Webber, who has asked for the defensive responsibility. Good block from the weak side by Vlade Divac. Hand on the wrist by Bobby Jackson. Not only Laker ball out of bounds, but Bobby Jackson has gone to the bench instead of Doug Christie.
Lakers working it around, looking for the shot, and they find it. Kobe Bryant feeding Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers 89 and the Kings 86 with 4.5 remaining in the fourth. Bibby for Divac. he draws the foul. So Bloody Divac will go to the line. The foul committed by Derek Fisher, who picks up his fourth.
Derek Fisher has had a rough time, but the Lakers have been able to stay in the game with the energy and the strength of Shaquille O'Neal. Bryant on the penetration and the throwdown by Shaq.
Divac 3 for 6 from the line. The Kings just 10 for 22. They have just killed themselves at the foul line. Let's go to Jim Grant.
Marv Jackson last time out very concerned about his team. He said, hey, right now Sacramento has much more energy. You've got to get off your tails and get the loose balls. Don't let them out hustle you here in the last 4.5 minutes. In addition, he also wants to stop the penetration. Marv?
All right, Jim. Divac able to hit 1 and 2. 89-87 Lakers.
The Sacramento offense right now is penetration at Shaq and then lay it off to Vlade or Weber for a throwdown. They're going to need a little bit more variety if they're going to be able to pull this off.
O'Neal had it knocked away. Christie off the steal.
Who wants to shoot?
Christie does. He's been off all night. 2 of 9 from the field.
I think he's shooting out of desperation. He doesn't really want to shoot. And the team has to recognize that. They got to stay with Bibby and Weber.
Yes, he passed up on a first opportunity and then got the ball back. There's Fox taking it to the rim, and he's fouled by Turkoglu.
Why, when Shaq is on the left block there and you already got a man who's flooded the corner, would you not shade Rick Fox toward that baseline to where all the traffic is? You got so much help on that corner side. Turkoglu just unaware of the proper footwork defensively.
It still comes to this. Free throws. Lakers have been the better free throwing team this afternoon.
Fox hit a couple of clutch foul shots the other night, 82% from the line on the season. And the Lakers now lead by 3. It's been a solid game for Rick Fox. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists.
And very good defense on whoever he's guarded, primarily Turkoglu and Stojakovic. They have not had any open looks.
91-87. Lakers coming up on 3.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Divac looking to draw the foul, and he does. Fisher picks up number 5.
Vlade standing there and taking the punishment, and Bibby again, whenever there's traffic, just accelerate, explode.
The bad news, though, is Vlade's going back to the free throw line, and he has not had a good afternoon from there, so they need these badly, and Vlade needs them just to rebuild his confidence.
As you see, 4 of 8 from the line. Both teams are in the penalty. Now Fisher will sit down, and Brian Shaw checks back in. Sacramento now 12 for 25 from the line. And in the second half, they are 5 for 14 at that free throw line. Lakers up by 3. 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Weber defending on O'Neal. The Divac has switched off to Ori.
Well, the Lakers are content right now to use time.
Shot clock down to 3. Bryant fires into 24. No, they waved it off. Bibby wide open. Yes. 91-90. The Laker lead is down to 1. Phil Jackson takes a timeout with 2:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's been a very heated Lakers from the start.
Well, the concern is that nobody comes up to get in the face of Mike Bibby, and he wants to know why.
Y'all ready for this?
Are you ready for something new?
Something different, something exciting. It's Toyota's nationwide summer event with 18 models to choose from. It's here. The redesigned, totally transformed 2003 Corolla. A dramatic new look and more standard features. Or take home the all-new 2003 Matrix. This one you just gotta see to believe.
Y'all ready for this?
Get the Toyota you've been wanting now. We're ready. Are you?
With Verizon Wireless, now you can talk.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Or access the web.
Good.
Across the country. Because now get unlimited, that's right, unlimited night and weekend minutes to use nationwide. All on the America's Choice Network. Now with mobile web for only $40 monthly access. That's the best wireless value.
Good.
From the best national wireless network. Plus, pick up a sleek web-ready LG phone. Hurry, the minutes may be unlimited,
Good.
But the offer's not.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
I can't remember anything that happened before 2 weeks ago.
Trained by the government.
You got a Black Ops agent who's off the reservation. They're trying to kill me.
Born to survive.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna make it stop.
The Born Identity. Rated PG-13. At theaters June 14th.
Hey, Jared.
Hey. What do you got there?
It's a Subway sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
What, are you off the diet? Jared's off his diet.
I'm not off the diet. It's a new low-fat taste from Subway.
Introducing great-tasting Subway Selects like a delicious sweet onion chicken teriyaki and a red wine vinaigrette club.
Subway. Oh, credit card bill. Those interest rates.
Just get a Capital One no hassle card. Lowest fixed rates you can get.
So who's getting rich off my credit card?
Someone living large off your interest payments? Get a Capital One no hassle card. It's got the nation's lowest long-term fixed rates, no balance transfer fees, and no telemarketing.
What's in your wallet?
NBC Sundays this fall. A new drama with a unique storytelling style. One crime.
Sweetie, you're gonna be okay.
Seen from many points of view. All of them leading you to the truth.
What are you doing?
Back up your car. I'm chasing a very bad man.
Boomtown. NBC this fall.
Bill, on this last possession, the Lakers have some problems. Look at Shaq, look at Horry, and what they do when they get the double screen.
The double screen by the two big men, and neither Horry or Shaq step out. That's why you run pick and roll every single time against the Shaquille O'Neal team. And Phil Jackson is livid. He comes and looks at Robert Horry and says, "What's going on here?"
And Robert Horry said, "Don't get on me. That wasn't my guy."
He said, "You go talk to that big number 34. I was the first guy that got picked."
Very quiet second half for Kobe Bryant. 18 in the first half, just 2 for 6, 7 points in the second half. Lakers put the ball up by 1. We're down to 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the fourth. Horry is kept alive by Fox. Fisher able to get the shot off. O'Neal with great position on Weber. 93-90 Lakers.
Terrific job by Fisher bringing the ball back out of it. Shaq flashing to the ball. Who wants it for Sacramento?
Same play.
And Bibby is tripped up. Both teams in the penalty. So Bibby heads back to the foul line. Foul is on Bryant. That's number 4.
Shaq knows that Weber can't stop him. Weber asked for this, and this is punishment. When you get Shaq that deep, he's got to see the ball.
But Weber is trying to hold Shaq with his arms. That will never work. You got to move your hips. You got to move your lower body and make him go up the lane.
Bibby 3 for 5 from the line. During the season, 80% from the foul line. The free throw shooting has dropped off in this series. Close free throw shooting though by Bibby. The Kings down by 1. So we've come down to this 7th and final game of the Western Conference Finals. And we're down to the final 2 minutes. Another frantic finish between these two clubs who have played a sensational series. Shot clock to 4. Fisher. O'Neal not able to get to it. Christie down. So Sacramento in possession. Down by 1. Bibby for Christie. Not looking for the shot. Bibby shooting. Yes! The Lakers have not been able to handle Mike Bibby, who now has 21 The Kings lead by 1. A minute and 35 remaining in the fourth. Ory for 3. Yes! Robert Ory from downtown. The Lakers lead 96-94. A minute 25 remaining in the fourth. Shaquille O'Neal switching off to Bibby, and the ball is kicked out of bounds.
There was no doubt that he was coming out there that time. Bibby has knocked down 2 in a row, and no Shaq in his face that time.
Shaq obviously listening in the timeouts at this point.
Maybe forced to give it up. Turkoglu for 3. Rebound. At 96. No one in front of Lonnie Divac. A minute 5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ory had to throw it back. Divac all over Ory. They can't find a shot. Down to 3 out of 24. Fisher. Bryant chasing down and fouled by Divac. That is number 6. Kobe Bryant will go to the line with 46 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Who can get a rebound?
Well, you'll see that Kobe wanted this one, and he's chasing it, and it's going to come underneath, and Vlade knocks him off the ball, and Vlade is hoping nothing is going to be called. No break for Vlade and the Kings.
Bryant at 83% free throw shooter, and 3 for 4 tonight. Done the job, as you saw in the fourth quarter. He's hit 22 of his last 23. Getting the full treatment from this crowd. Lakers up by 1. Now Brian Shaw checks back in for Derek Fisher.
Fisher's got the 5, but if there has to be a foul, Shaw can give that.
The second. Timeout called by Sacramento. That could be a critical miss. 97-96. Lakers with the lead with 45 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Robert Ory, who's done it so many times, comes in and throws the dagger down, gives the Lakers a huge lift there, but Sacramento, a lot of things in their favor here. Who's going to want to shoot?
Mr. Powers, look. There's Britney Spears drinking a Pepsi.
Oops, I did it again.
That's not a Pepsi. It's a Pepsi Twist, man. And that's not Britney Spears. It's a man, baby.
Austin, it's me!
I want this wig! Come! Oh. Fair enough.
Pepsi Twist and Diet Pepsi Twist. A twist on a great thing, baby.
Energizer E-Squared Lithium, the one AA battery that lasts up to 5 times longer in digital cameras. Energizer E-Squared Lithium. Do you have the bunny inside?
5 speed. Totally unexpected. Especially starting at under $30,000. For an incredible value, just show up at your Lexus dealer.
Now is the time to get your team together and start practicing. NBA Hoop It Up, the world's most exciting 3-on-3 tournament, is coming your way. Whether you're young or old, a serious competitor, or playing for fun, there's a level for you. So get in on all the action. Log on to NBA.com to find out when NBA Hoop It Up is coming to your town and sign up. NBA Hoop It Up. Basketball without boundaries. Anytime, anyone, anywhere.
Every NBC Monday, discover the #1 new crime drama,
Hello.
Crossing Jordan.
Bloodstain. That'll complicate things.
NBC Monday, see the very first episode.
Check this out.
And discover how it all began.
Sort of remembered you as a low-tech gal. That was before I got the toys.
Crossing Jordan, NBC Monday, 10/9 Central.
Back in Sacramento, another stirring finish to what will be considered one of the classic 7-game series of the history of the NBA. You see the timeouts remaining. Lakers have 2 and a 20. Sacramento 1 and a 20. 45 and 5/10 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant a moment ago hit 1 of 2 from the line, so the Lakers with a 1-point lead.
They won the game with a play between Bibby and Weber. Look for these two guys to handle the ball.
All right, Bibby now being played by Bryant. Uses the pick. Met by O'Neal. Here's Bibby. Sacramento lead. Half minute to go in this fourth quarter. Bryant has to give it up. Bryant being played tightly by Christie. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Bryant spinning, coming up short, but draws the foul. He's hacked by Christie. So Kobe back to the foul line.
When you have a formula for success, you wear it out, and the little man is on the money, as big as it gets, but a lot of time left here to finish the game, and Kobe's coming right back to put the pressure on the defense.
He has not given this ball up. He is passing to no one. Now he's got to deliver at the line.
The game is tied at 98. Mike Bibby with 10 of his 23 points in the fourth quarter. Remember, he went through that stretch missing 7 consecutive shots. 22 seconds to go in the fourth. Sacramento does have 2 timeouts remaining. And Kobe Bryant coolly hits on both. No timeout being called by the Kings. 1-point Laker lead. Here's Turkoglu giving it up. Stojakovic for 3. Air ball. And Shaquille O'Neal is fouled by Doug Christie. So Peja Stojakovic came up with air. 10 and 4/10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And the question, why was there no timeout?
Well, I think that they thought they would catch the Laker defense asleep, and Stojakovic wide open, and this is the kind of shot that he buries, and he gets nothing on this. But I think Bibby and Weber should have played the 2-man game again.
As Kobe did not give the ball up, that was the challenge to Weber and Bibby.
O'Neal, 8 for 12 at the line. Meanwhile, Stojakovic, who missed that 3, is 0 for 6 from downtown and 3 for 12 for the game. So 10 and 4/10 seconds to go in the fourth. And O'Neal hits 1 of 2. So the Lakers now lead 100-98. And now Sacramento takes a timeout, and we'll stay right here.
At home, you play for overtime, so all you need is 2 if you're Sacramento. That means Bibby and Weber, they have been the guys. They cannot pass the ball to other guys in this situation. That's what championship basketball is all about, the stars delivering. We saw Kobe, we saw Shaq knock him down at the line, getting to the line.
Well, you know, Jackson has seen this before. He knows that Bibby can make a shot and can make a game-winning shot and a big moment shot. They're going to make somebody else shoot the basketball. They are not going to let Weber screen for Bibby. They're not going to let it happen. So they got to find another way to get Mike Bibby the ball to make the shot.
Well, from game 4 on, this series has come down to big shots being made. In game 4, it was Robert Horry winner. Game 6, dominating performances by Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And we have come down to the final 10 seconds. The Lakers up by 2 points.
But in a game where you need offense, is Rick Adelman going to come with Bobby Jackson? Appears that he's staying with Doug Christie here, who has not had an offensive game worth mentioning. Peja just airballed his last wide-open look. You got to have guys who believe in themselves that they can knock it down at championship time.
No Shaq.
10.4 remaining. Sacramento does have 1 timeout left. Weber played by Morley, and then a foul is called. A foul on Bryant, number 5, with 8 and 2/10 seconds to go. So the Kings to the line, trailing by 2 points with both clubs in the penalty.
Bryant trying to deny the ball, had Bibby by the waist and got caught. He's snarling, he's unhappy, but I think try to get him the ball. You see, he's running right through Mike Bibby. This time he gets caught.
4 of 6 from the line for Bibby. And he was a little concerned about that free throw. Looked to be strong.
The Kings have killed themselves. They're 15 for 29 on the night in a close ball game. Plus, even if he makes this gives the Lakers the edge at the end. Now the Lakers, little psychological gamesmanship here. The change of position by Rick Fox forces Bibby to think about it a lot longer. Now Christie getting in his face and
This is what you dream about.
Lakers attempting to ice Mike Bibby. Lakers do have timeouts remaining. No problem for Bibby. He's tied the game at 100. And now the Lakers call for time with 8.2 remaining in the 4th.
And the key guys here for LA. Kobe Bryant with the ball. Robert Horry moving without it.
Kobe Bryant knows that Bibby is going to be involved in this play. He's going to do everything that he can to try to deny him from getting the ball. He is playing him glove tight. And if he is trying to break away, he won't even let him loose and just keeps running with him, runs right through him. An obvious call for the official.
Mike Bibby has scored 10 of the last 12 points for Sacramento.
Well, Bill, you're always saying, who's the guy? Mike Bibby has answered the call. Rick Adelman said, this guy is huge for us. We wouldn't be here without him. He has made so many game-winning shots and big plays. And Mike Bibby is the guy of the moment and maybe the guy of the year when this is all said and done.
Sacramento has got to defend Kobe off his own dribble. Then they got to stay at home on Robert Horry. This is his time and his scenario. And then at the very end, somebody's got to get a rebound. And if you don't get it, just poke it out of there and somebody cut the foul line so that Robert Horry is not standing out there lacing it up one more time.
I guarantee you, Kobe's not giving this ball up. What are you talking about? If he gets his hand on it, he's going to try to make a play. So look for it.
And it had been a very quiet second half for Kobe Bryant. He's hit 4 free throws in this 4th quarter. He's attempted only 1 shot in the 4th quarter. 8 and 2/10 seconds remaining. The Lakers and the Kings tied at 100. Fox will throw in. Horry out of 5 seconds. O'Neal putting the move on Weber. Not over the hit. The tip is missed. 5-minute overtime session coming up. I think it's fitting the way this series has gone that we go to OT.
Why would we ever want this to end? Well, they wanted to get the ball to Kobe. They did a good job of denying it. Kobe thought he got fouled in the same way the call was called the other end. Shaq is forced to take the shot against the clock, and time runs out.
Kobe 100 as we head to overtime. The last game 2:57 to go into OT. 1993 second round. Houston defeating Seattle.
Now look at Kobe Bryant right here, and we freeze it for you. He's complaining that he's being held right there, and Shaq knows he's got to get the ball in the air. Kobe continues on with the left hand, almost.
And then Ori had a second tip at it. Too strong. There was still time on the clock.
Now, during the regular season, the Lakers 1 up, 1 down in overtime. The Kings were 1-2. But last year, they played 13 overtime games, second most in NBA history, winning 9 of 13. So, for what it's worth, they are the more experienced team in OT.
In foul trouble, and Vlade's already out. That's major. Scott Pollard with 4. Probably won't see him as Weber has called everyone out, saying, I'm playing center here for Sacramento.
Christie working on Fisher. Here's Weber over O'Neal. Chris Weber, who has been very quiet in the second half, has given Sacramento a 2-point lead. O'Neal getting the good position. Shaq forced into a difficult shot. Rebounded by Christie.
What's going to win it for you in overtime is ball movement, player movement, and quick ball movement, player movement.
Bibby picks it back. Christie shooting for 3.
Whoa. Hoping.
He is 2 for 10.
He's barely hitting the rim.
And a foul is called. It's on Turkoglu. That's his 4th.
Rick Adelman has the patience of a saint. Sitting over there so calmly. But Chris Weber, the leadership here, looking at Shaq saying, yeah, big boy, come out here and guard this. You can't do it. And if you do, I'm going by you to the hoop and throwing one down.
Now the Lakers have taken a timeout with a minute gone by in overtime. Kings lead 102-100. To Game 6 Friday night. This has been a close game throughout. Biggest lead of the game for the Kings, 9. Biggest lead of the game for the Lakers, 7. We are in overtime. 1 minute gone by in the OT. And the Kings up by 2.
Weber's playing the defense on Shaq. The world knows the ball's coming in the big number 34 there. Weber has to anticipate that Shaq wants that jump hook. You got to feint the defense to the middle and then get back there quickly to that jump hook side so that Shaq does not have his strong rhythm to explode.
Yeah, I think that they got to put pressure on the ball. Whenever the teams put pressure on the ball, as we take a look at what Shaq has done here in the second half, has not been dominating. They've had a better chance of controlling Shaq and the Lakers any offense.
Fisher using the pick. Ori gets it down low to O'Neal. Nice delivery from Robert Ori. Shaq now has 31, and the game is tied at 102.
Perfect execution out of the timeout. Bring Shaq up high so we can catch it on the move. Now Sacramento has to respond.
They wanted to get a screen, and Bibby didn't have it quite in his hand.
Well, Bryant made Bibby give it up. Here's Weber. Weber rejected by O'Neal. 2 excellent defensive plays by Shaquille O'Neal.
3 on the shot clock. Got to go quick if you're Sacramento, but Weber has got to show it to him and then come back with the Akeem Olajuwon jump hook.
Oh, Bibby beat Bryant.
The basis of every offensive attack is the back cut, executed perfectly.
And Kobe is playing with 5 fouls. Kings lead by 2. 3 minutes remaining in overtime. Christie knocks it away, but a foul is called.
The Lakers have gone to the repost every single time. Sacramento has to anticipate that.
What Sacramento is trying to do is find Mike Bibby. And anytime he's been out there and been able to get close to the ball, good things have happened. Nice little quick cut, surprise Kobe Bryant.
That's number 4 on Christie. Fisher with the step. And he draws the foul. Derek Fisher will shoot 2. Upset with himself. Not able to complete the play. Bibby called for the foul. That's 4 on Bibby.
Lakers are going to the hole. They are not messing around with perimeter jumpers. They are not risking the season, the championship, to three-point shots. They are going all the way inside.
Fisher on the line for the first time, an 85% free throw shooter during the regular season. Sacramento up by 1. See how the Kings have hurt themselves at the line. The game is tied at 104.
And Kobe is on Bibby.
Playing with the 5 fouls. Bibby using the screen from Weber. Jackson puts the move on Fisher. Weber. Bibby fires. Did it hit the rim? Probably it does. Jackson shoots what he thought. He was close to a 24-second violation. And the Lakers complaining, why not a 24-second call? That was last touch by the Lakers, so Sacramento maintains possession.
Phil Jackson cannot believe it.
Bernie Farr said it nicked the rim, but it looked like it went sailing over. Touched nothing. Warriors saying, what about the clock? What about the shot clock?
That was air.
The Kings have the new 24 with 2:25 remaining in overtime.
This ball has got to get in Bibby's hand. I mean, he is the only one that seems to want to be aggressive and make the play.
Bibby with the shot. Yes. 29 points for Mike Bibby, who has been unstoppable after that one drop where he missed 7 straight. 106-104, Sacramento. 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Shot clock to 3. O'Neal ties it at 106. Shaq has 33.
Mike Bibby is looking at Kobe Bryant and saying, you can't guard me.
He can't. But, you know, he just needs to be able to get the ball where he can get a look.
Rebounded by Ori. A minute 35 remaining in overtime.
Coming back to Shaq.
Gets position and is fouled by Weber. And the Kings are over the limit.
Weber wanted to go behind the back. They had enough space, and he finds Bibby, who is true to the mark, and he has been their saving grace here in the 4th quarter in overtime. And Shaq with a big hoop right here.
Weber did everything possible. Shaq just made too tough of a shot there. Now he's got to deliver at the line.
9 of 13 from the line.
Unbelievable.
And he has been delivering.
What are his numbers for the game?
12 for 23 from the field, 10 of 14 at the line, 34 points, make it 35, along with 13 rebounds. 108-106. Lakers recapture the lead with a minute 20 left in overtime. Beautiful move by Bibby. Bryant on the rebound. A rare miss for Bibby here down the stretch.
Well, you can't make them all, but he shook Kobe. He had a great look at it, just missed a shot. They're going to come back to Shaq.
O'Neal facing the double now as Bibby comes over the help. Shaq blocks the stop. He thought he was fouled. Look out, Bibby. Able to get to that pass. Turkoglu passed on the 3. Threw it into a crowd. A bad play. And a timeout taken by the Lakers to save the possession.
Wow, Turkoglu. Panic.
Yeah, the big problem right now for the Kings is that nobody seems to want to make the play other than Mike Bibby. Everybody's tentative and uncertain, and that's what gets them in trouble.
Shaq gets a terrific look at the basket here. Bibby down there harasses him, throws his concentration of the delivery off just a little bit, but still. Throw it down, big man. Not off the back of the rim here. Ouch. Not good. And with Turkoglu throwing the ball wildly into a crowd, Fisher realizing the severity of the situation, he's going to the floor on this. And everybody jumped in and called the timeout for Los Angeles, not waiting for Fisher to have to call it, realizing that he had to hold on to that ball.
Shaquille O'Neal with 6 of the Lakers' 8 points in overtime. Steve, as you mentioned, they made a decision, get the ball inside to Shaq, and they have been succeeding.
We get a chance to go back and look at that ball. Biggest stop of the season. They know that if it gets to be a 4-point lead, they could be in trouble.
Kings have 2 full timeouts and a 20 left. Lakers have 1 and a 20. Kobe Bryant has played the entire game except for 27 seconds.
And that was too much.
He's blowing
on the bench.
He's blowing right now. And but he doesn't want to come out. He's always talking about, I love the challenge. I'm relishing the moment.
And he's hanging in there with the 5 fouls. 2-point Laker lead. 45 seconds to go in overtime. O'Neal draws the double. Jackson came over to help. Here's Shaq coming up short. And the Kings very much alive. 8-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Bibby with the step. Gets it out to Christie for 3. Way off the glass. Doug Christie just 2 of 11 from the field. 15 seconds.
They've got a foul.
The foul is given by Turkoglu. We're down to 14.6. Derek Fisher will go to the line with Sacramento in the penalty.
Mike Bibby with a fabulous penetration here. He's got 5 Lakers around him. He gets hammered, knocked flat on his back. Christie wants no part of this shot. There was a ton of time. There was 13 on the shot clock. Ouch.
Fisher, an excellent free throw shooter. A moment ago, 2 for 2 from the line. Now Devin George will come on for Shaquille O'Neal.
Big fella did his part, though. You know, he's walking off, and he is fatigued and beat up, but he got him the lead, and now it could be a 4-point game as the Kings are thinking about a timeout.
The Lakers 110, the Kings 106, and Sacramento calls for time. And these are 2 tired ball clubs.
Well, they should be. But now Sacramento, they're up against it right here. They got to score immediately, and then they got to foul, and then they got to hope that the Lakers miss.
Well, the most important thing is to get that score, so they got to have a quick hitting play that does not take a lot of time. The problem for them is they got a lot of tentative players out there. A lot of guys are nervous about this big stage. The only guy that's handling for them is Mike Bibby, and the Lakers are sending 1, 2, 3 guys at him to make him give it up to anybody.
So where does Adelman go? Christie has already shown that he's not going to put it in. How about a change to Stojakovic? I mean, sure, he missed that game winner at the end of the regulation, but
been sitting too long. Now you got to go with the guys you got. You just got to find a way to get the ball to Bibby. You got to find a way to get Bibby free and let him have a quick look at it.
Is there enough time if the Lakers make their free throws?
You got a chance at it. You can't worry about time now. This is one of those situations where you're behind it. You got to get your score, and then you got to come back and stop that clock again.
Lakers have not committed a team foul in this overtime. Sacramento has been in the penalty for a good portion of the O2.
So the Lakers have the foul to give. That's a huge factor for them.
Well, they put some time back on the clock. 14.6. It looked like it had run down to 10.4, so they get a little break there, but they have still got to come out of this timeout with a quick score.
Bibby and Jackson right here, the 2 little guys. They've got to make it happen.
All right, Bibby gets it back off the inbounds. Weber for 3. And Bryant is on the rebound. He is fouled by Bibby. So Kobe Bryant heads back to the line with 6.4 remaining in this overtime. And Rick Adelman and the Sacramento Kings are headed in the direction of a heartbreaking defeat in OT.
They double-teamed Bibby. Bibby had to get give it up. Ori, such a critical contributor for the Lakers.
They weren't going to let him shoot. I mean, that's why I said you have to find another way to get him the ball, because the Lakers know this is the guy that's been most dangerous. 16 points in the fourth, and in the overtime, he is the guy that's been making the shots.
7 of 9 at the line. So Kobe Bryant with his 30th point. The Kings take a timeout with 6 and 4/10 seconds to go. The Lakers have opened up a 6-point advantage.
By Los Angeles, if Sacramento is going to have any sort of chance.
Stay with us after the final buzzer, because we'll have road coming into tonight in Game 7. And the last time that a road team won a Game 7 in the conference finals or the NBA finals, 1982, when Philadelphia beat Boston at the old Boston Garden. Christie to throw in. And it's broken up. So that will do it. The Los Angeles Lakers winning here in Sacramento in overtime, 112-106 in what has been a magnificent 7-game series. Let's go over to Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, thank you very much. I have both Kobe Bryant and Michael Bibby. Michael, you were simply fantastic here tonight. Can you tell us the disappointment that you must be feeling?
Yeah, we're upset. You know, we fought tough and
The disappointment that you must be feeling, Michael.
we're upset, you know, I mean, hopefully it'll be many years to come of this, and you know, we still did a good job. You know, that's all you can really ask.
Kobe, you grew up with this young man right here. You came in this league together. Philadelphia high schools. What exactly do you feel toward Michael Bibby right now after the performance he just gave?
I have so much respect for him. You know, he's not afraid to take the big shot, and you know, he's been stepping up for them all season long. You know, and it's been a fun battle. It's the most fun I had playing against any individual all year.
When you're standing out here and it's going back and forth and you're making every shot, what's going through your mind?
You know, I thought we had a good chance to win this game. You know, I mean, they hit a lot of big shots too, and I mean, they came out with the win.
Our colleague, Doug Collins, has said this many times. You have to have your heart broken before you become a champion. Would this be that heartbreaking experience?
I think this will be a battle for years to come. You know what I mean? It's going to be, I think we started a rivalry. I think it was already there before I got here. And yeah, I think it's going to carry on.
Michael, thank you for taking the time. Tremendous performance. Kobe Bryant, let me ask you a question. Is it harder to defend the title or to win the title initially?
Oh, it's much harder to defend it. I mean, they gave us a run for our money, man, and I'm sure everybody in LA was on pins and needles, and you know, it was a hell of a series.
Kobe, we'll talk to you in the locker room. Let's go back to the trophy presentation. Let's go over to Lewis Johnson.
Okay, Jim, thanks a lot. Bobby, it must be a huge disappointment. Why don't you describe what this is like for you at the moment?
It's tough. I mean, because we worked so hard and, you know, we came up short, but you got to give those guys credit down there. They stuck in there, hung in there tight. And, you know, it was a great game. You know, they made baskets, we didn't, and that's what the ball came down to.
Did it also come down to the free throw line?
Of course. I mean, you know, when we miss a lot of free throws like that and, you know, they making free throws, and, you know, we had a chance to win the game. And, you know, we can only kick ourselves in the butt for that. But we had a great year, and hopefully we won't have our heads down in the locker room. We know we will, but it was a tough loss, but, you know, we played well.
Let's go back to the end of regulation, going to the overtime period. Did you find that as this is an opportunity here, or it should have never gotten to that?
Well, it should have never got to that. I mean, we would have made our free throws and, you know, took care of certain situations. It would have been tight. I think we could have won, but we're still confident in ourselves, and, you know, even though it's the last game of the season, but, I mean, we ain't got nothing to hold our heads down for, because we played great. I mean, this is what you expect right here.
All right, Bobby, gracious in defeat. Thanks a lot. Marv?
Thank you, Lewis. This is a Sacramento team that won 61-21 during the regular season. Best record in the NBA, which is short home court throughout the postseason, but not able to take advantage as the Lakers win here in Sacramento, and they will be gunning for a third straight title. Phil Jackson will be seeking a 9th championship, which would match his good friend, Red Auerbach. Phil and Red have been verbally sparring as of late. Let's go back to Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Marv. Back in the victorious Los Angeles Laker locker room, we will now present the Western Conference Trophy. Here to do that, Stu Jackson from the National Basketball Association. He will present it to Mitch Kupchak, the general manager of the Los Angeles Lakers, and to Phil Jackson.
Thank you. On behalf of our owner, Dr. Buss, Los Angeles Lakers, and the city of Los Angeles, and the best fans in the world. Thank you.
Phil, might this have been the toughest series that you have ever participated in?
Well, it surely was the most drawn out and the most hotly contested. I thought the two teams played very good basketball. It was well above board stuff. This obviously is a trophy we appreciate, but this is not the one that we're going for. We're looking for that big one, the one that counts, and we appreciate this trophy very much. But we think with the Western Conference Championship, we got a leg up, and we're ready to go for it.
Phil, to win and do something that no team has done in 20 years in the NBA in the conference finals or the finals since the Philadelphia 76ers against Boston, to win a 7th game on the road, and it's the first time a Laker team has ever won on the road in a 7th game. What does that mean to you, and what does the accomplishment represent?
Well, it means that these ball players had a good focus about what they're doing tonight. They had great energy. I played Shaq so many minutes out there, I thought I was going to need a stretcher to bring him out. But, you know, we really had to squeeze everything out of this ball club to win it, and it was a great job. I think these teams did a great job.
You meditated with the team this morning.
Yeah.
15 minutes. You asked them to focus on the game.
Right.
If you can visualize it, you'll be physically able to do it. Was that a little bit out of the norm, and what made you decide to do it today?
Well, these guys fell asleep. Look at them. They had a lot of relaxation behind that, so it was good for them. But I think we really were confident that we could win this game, and that's what counted.
Phil, we look forward to the finals and the Nets. I know it may not be the right time, but can you think about the Nets and what you'll have to do to beat them?
And we'll start thinking about them tomorrow and the next day. We're ready for them on Wednesday. Thanks.
Phil, congratulations. Let's bring in Derek Fisher, and Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe will join us. Big foul shots, Fish, for you down the stretch there. You struggled this entire series until these baskets at the end. What